Hello? Hello? Hello, Dornlands? Hello? Wait, where's my mic down? There it is, okay. Like, I can't tell if my mic's on. But it is in fact on. We'll be passing by to say happy birthday. Going to be busy lurking to celebrate your sister's birthday. Yippee, sister's birthday. Man, your sister has a pretty cool day to be a birthday. Or has a pretty cool birthday. I'm not biased. I'm not. I would never be biased. Ever. Yeah, it's my birthday. Thank you, Dornians. Thank you for the happy birthdays. Thank you. I did nothing special today. That's all tomorrow. It's all tomorrow, Dornians. Tomorrow we're picking up. I'm gonna go pick up Plamo. Because Bandai decided, no, you can't have your 12-hour... Because originally the plan was tomorrow. I was going to have a 12-hour stream that started at 6 a.m. And then we'd go to 6 p.m. But then Bandai decided to release the singular Plamo that I wanted to get tomorrow. So I have to go in store to get that. Getting ready for... Wait, stop, don't lick the wires. We'll have to remove you from the vicinity if you do that. Anyway, but low-key, might call out version. Are you feeling sick? Yeah, tomorrow I'll probably also pick up a cake. It'll probably be small though. I'm thinking of just getting like a mini cake. Whether it be like I don't know, like individual or a slice, but I'll probably get like a little mini cake, and then we can eat that together. Happy birthday! Thank you. Summer Game Fest tomorrow, right? Yep. Yes, it is. I'll probably be waiting in line for Plamo when it starts. Say we could have watched the game show together. Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco releasing my Plamo on very important days. Stop. Didn't get a lot of sleep, and also discovering I got very sunburned at work. Oh, did you not apply every 2 hours? Did you not apply every 2 hours? I'm thankful because I can put on you're technically okay, I put on sunscreen before I go to work, and then I'm indoors all day, and then it's nighttime by the time I go out. So I'm like, I'm fine with only applying once. It's fine. Technically, you're supposed to still apply indoors because the sunlight still reaches indoors, right? But that's I'm not that hardcore with skin saving. Doesn't sunburn also mean that, like, what is it? You're like dehydrated as well? I feel like. The news you want to hear? Armored Core. Why wouldn't they have announced it at the State of Play? I don't know, but Armored Core. That's what I want. I want Armored Core. I want Armored Core announcements. I want Frame Guide remake announcement. See, what else do I want? Not sure. The temps have been rising, so sunscreen isn't not an option. Wait, isn't not an option. So it's necessary. It's required, right? Right. Am I getting my English correct? Says the English first language speaker. Suddenly Shogun to... Oh man, that'd be great. I would accept that as well. I saw someone make their, like... Hey! Can't do that. Here. Here. And then the Bloodborne remaster and the PS. Yeah, I saw someone that made a what's it called? Bingo card, and it was like it's basically if any of those got hit, if like 2 on this list of like 20 got hit, it would probably mark the end of the world. Begin the mission, double agent camp. Double agent? No way. No way, she can't be a double agent. No, that can't. No. No! I wonder if I can. No, I probably can't find it easily. Did I like it? Did I like the tweet? Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there's so many balloons. Look at. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So, let's see. On this Summer Game Festival Delusional Bingo, the free spot is Half-Life 3. And then there's Bloodborne PC port, Dead Space 4, Conquer Bad Fur Day port, Devil May Cry 6, Titanfall 3, video games under $40. You know, all the good stuff, Clock Tower Revival, Blink's a Time Cat, I don't even know what that is. Kingsfield 5, I feel like it's basically around the same thing as me asking for frame grind. Why wouldn't the Bloodborne? That's why it's a delusional. It is a delusional bingo card. Transformers Devastation. Who made this? Let's see. Their name is GENCZILLA. I've never seen them before, but apparently they're a New York artist. They've got a lot of followers. Give me with love blinks. Okay, let me copy paste that so I can see. Copy. Pasta. Oh, it's a kitty. Look at the kitty. What a cute kitty. Xbox. I wonder if I could. I wonder if I had the. I should look up if I can. If I had the actual disc, could I play it? Devastation would be great. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like everything on this card is like 100%. Like, everyone's like, there's no way. Like, you say it, and everyone's just like, there's no way. It's not happening. That's why I am okay with adding Armored Core news, frame grind news. I don't know what else I would want. I just want to make this. Like, that's really all. It's not so much to ask for. Came with the Xbox, so. But Xbox, whatever the long title is, it's not always backwards compatible, unfortunately, even if you have the physical disc. Because really, they're just running off of. You're just like emulating, but with a disc. Weird. But that's how they have it. You have to actually, they have to have the information for you to pull from. Putting all my money on a new FromSoft announcement. I hope I will go bankrupt if they don't. Wait, you can't go bankrupt tomorrow. You've got merch to buy. Alright, everybody, do you all have your cashola ready for tomorrow's merch drop? I hope I do it correctly. Baby's first self-merch drop. I'm joining on a Delulu Club. Soul Calibur 7 hype! Yeah, we're just... Who cares about, like, oh man, I hope that this gets announced and I'm making this guess because it is logical and you know, maybe we've seen some stuff. No, we don't care about those. We want your most Delulu takes. Like, apparently there's leaks going around of, what is it? Some 6 game, the 6th entry or something. And then there's DMCA's going down for that, so it's like pretty much all but assured. Gonna get blindsided by some random game like SD Gundam Battle Alliance 2. I sure can't wait for Bandai to announce that they are bringing the entire OG Super Robot Wars to PC. Translated. Good on them. Good on them. Soul Calibur 2 Remaster with a rollback netcode? Yeah, definitely. They're gonna hit us over the head with all of this stuff. SD, the Great Battle Collection Park is coming. Trust me. Trust me. I'm the leak. I know everything that's coming out. I know it all. I know it all. And I definitely haven't been blindsided when like a game that I worked on was announced at one of these things. That's the funniest thing. Most people just don't know that when their game's getting announced. They're just like, oh, cool. Boom, 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 boom. It's fantastic. Like, oh, the Steam page is up? Cool, I didn't know that was happening. Wonder. Yeah, I feel like I have to think that maybe that's what I'll do when I'm waiting for Pat Labor. I was about to say new Pat Labor game, but we already got that. As Miss Femsoft, I believe Zucchini, as you should. As you should. I mean, I'm a Bandai Namco collective creator. Although, you guys, so on my second post that banged over on Twitter, where I said unlike other Ace Combat multiplayers, this one focuses on the characters, and it absolutely banged. Some people just because they didn't know that there was character creation, and some people because they actually understood the joke. I think there's a lot of people that didn't understand the reference I was making. But below that, I was like, follow me. I'm a Bandai Bandai collective creator collective member. Except I only wrote Bandai. It's Bandai Namco. Oops. Oops. Oopsie. Oh. It's a pretty metric-centric joke. It is. Like, it didn't really... I mean, I write my tweets in a way to where if they do escape containment, at least I won't get canceled. But I never write a tweet in, like, assuming that everyone will understand the joke. So that one I was like, oh yeah, huh? Oh no, Pac-Man is rapidly approaching. Ah! Not Pac-Man! No! No, not Pac-Man, please, anything. That'd be terrifying. That'd be crazy terrifying. Like that one video game that also got a short TV episode on Amazon Prime where Pac-Man was kind of like a really scary parasite almost, or something really like that. That's what's coming. That's what's approaching my location dangerously fast. And Tsukimi, thanks for making a tweet. How outrageous. I know. It's a curse. Sometimes I'm like, should I be reactionary on Twitter? And I'm like, nah. Like I saw a post that was like, if someone doxes you in your chat, just ignore it. And I was like, technically you should just ignore anything bad. like that one person the other day in Twitch, and it was like 2 people or something, and both of them were like asking like extremely like crazy sexual questions. I just banned him. Didn't say anything. Chat was like, Mars! Didn't even mention that. I just banned him and kept going with the conversation. Pac-Man Pac-Man roguelike? What was it? I think it was actually a roguelike. It looked kind of cool, but I don't think it actually got good reviews. Pac-Man roguelike? Is that what it was? Shadow Labyrinth? Yeah, I think that's what it was. It's $30. Oh yeah, I got mixed reviews. Yeah, Shadow Labyrinth! The Amazon Prime TV series. It was like the ones where they were making a whole, it was an episode per video game, and it had one. Shadow Labyrinth had one, and that was really cool. I think at least the episode was really cool, but I guess the game didn't live up to the hype, I guess. I wonder what people's main problem with it was. Bro, please. I'm a fan of checkpoints existing in the new batch, but breaking all disjointed tags and projectiles from doing any damage to you regardless of difficulty is way too much. Please, please, God, someone notice this and fix it. I will fix my review if they actually fix this. I swear, I genuinely want to play and enjoy the edgy Pac-Man game. Understood. Understood. That does sound annoying. A convoluted story and frustrating controls at times make an otherwise decent game frustrating to play. Despite this, if I could, I would give it a mediocre rating rather than bad or good. So it seems like people genuinely want to enjoy the game. I watched this video on YouTube about it from a lady where Pac-Man is clearly her special interest. Oh, that's the best. That's the best kinds of places to watch. Where it's like this person, either it is their entire life or they've decided to make it their entire life for like the month and a half that they were researching it. Yeah, I'm surprised there isn't. Here's the funniest thing. So the first review I read was 5 hours. They made the review at 5 hours. Almost 6 hours. Currently on record of playing, they have 31 hours. So like they really wanted the game to be good and they just kept playing through it regardless. And then we got 9 hours, most aggressively 5 out of 10 game you'll ever see. Someone who did actually recommend it still put cautiously recommending. Yeah, it looks like the controls are just kind of like wacky, which makes it harder than it should be. What a shame. No. I was actually looking at Steam, how, because you know, it's like sometimes they'll say positive, mostly positive, very positive, overly positive. I was like curious how they determine that. I was curious how they determine that. And apparently you can only get overly positive if you have over 500 reviews. And within those 500 reviews, you have 95% recommendation. I was gonna say Ususume. But 99% are give a thumbs up. Then and only then can you be granted the title of overly positive. Otherwise, you're just stuck at, I think, very positive. Well, no, I think it's, you can't even get very positive until you get like 50 reviews or something. It's kind of weird. But I guess it does kind of make sense. Like, the more reviews you get, the more diversified positivity can be. I guess? Like, you should be rewarded if you can maintain a 95% approval rate out of 500. It's like when you're shopping on, like, Amazon and you see, like, 4.5... You see, like, 4 stars from thousands of reviews, and then you see a 5-star from like 2 reviews. You're like, that 4-star looking pretty good. Apparently there's some psychological thing. Overly positive sounds like Steam is calling you sus. They're like, this person exhibits traits of toxic positivity. Oh wait, no, it's not over. It's overwhelmingly. I think it's overwhelmingly positive, not overly. It has the over and the lee in there. I forgot the whelming part. I forgot that we have to whelm some people over in an overly manner. Yeah, I am. There is some like psychological thing with the whole thousands of reviews that is a lower review to a couple reviews that are higher. But where is the whelm? You're just like, I feel whelmed by playing this video game, which I feel like is true. I feel like it is true. Sometimes you're just like, yeah, this is okay. But all you can give is a thumbs up or thumbs down. What do you do then? What do you do then? Boom, 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 boom. Maybe one day Steam will do that, but probably not. Let's be real, that's not happening. That's not happening at all. Wait. That was approximately whelming within expectations. I feel like there's probably someone who has written that on their Steam review. Like, there's gotta be. Surely someone has done that. How do you feel about this? Wait, there's new Steam UI? What new Steam UI? Steam changed? Was it not a big enough change for me to notice? I open up Steam now. What does it look like? It looks pretty similar, pretty the same as always. What changed? Store and workshop had a change? Wait, how? I guess I don't really ever look on here. So I'm honestly not even sure what it looked like to begin with now that I think about it. Wait, different, but the store might not have rolled out yet. Yeah, I never go on workshop. I never like search for games on Steam. I find games elsewhere and then people link me to the Steam. And then I go directly to. That's about it. That's about it. Because there's just too many games. I feel like I'd be doom scrolling through games, which then would be worse. Maybe not mentally worse, but my wallet would then start crying. Because it's like, oh, I want this game. I want this. And I want this game. I love you, Model Anybody. Thank you. Bum. Yeah, I feel like I rarely scroll down this far. It's just too much. It's too much! And half the time, Steam doesn't even know what I want. Like, there's sometimes, well, I'll find a game and like on, like I think for Ultra Zero, I think when I went to the Steam page, it was like, this game isn't similar to anything you've played before, so we wouldn't recommend it to you. Steam doesn't know me at all. It's like, it doesn't even know me. What's your favorite video game on Steam? On Steam? Does it have to be Steam only? It's not... I mean, I have a lot of games on here, but I don't think any of my favorite games are on Steam. Or anything! Ace Combat 3 is good. Ghost in the Shell for PS1 is good. I guess the Fuga series is good, and that's on Steam. The entirety of the Fuga series. All of it. Oh, right, is it on sale? How do I get everyone to buy it? Well, the bundle's on sale, but not the individual one. Blam, blam, blam. What is this? What is this? Oh, okay, it's manga. What is this? What's going on? There's new stuff. DLC, but it's manga. You can get a manga if you buy it. I like this one. I had to get Demon Machina Titanic Cyan while it was 80% off. Oh yeah, you kind of got to do that sometimes. You really got to do that. Oy. Minecraft, I like Minecraft, but I like Omori on Steam too. I've never played Omori. I watched part of it. But not. I don't think I've. Wait, did I watch that? Did I watch Manly Badass Hero play the entirety of Omori? I think I might have actually. Now that I think about it. Blam blam, ba-da-bum. And I have not touched Minecraft in a hot second. I have. There's a skin waiting for me if I ever play Minecraft. I can do it. I can slap that skin on. There are so many Omori pop-ups. I mean, Omori's crazy popular. Even Japan gets pop-ups. It's insane. Absolutely insane! The other computer was going dark. What did I just scroll up onto? Anime! But not manga. Usually we can say and manga, but not. Clam gamer. Yeah, Omori's everywhere now. Omori is everywhere. I was obsessed with watching people play it. And I play it and I do everything, and I want to play a game. I learned how to play it first. Every time I want to play a game, I learn how to play it first. I mean, that makes sense. Gotta play. Omori's basically JRPG, right? What's the... Oh god, what's Lunar? Lunar something. That's the game that should be played next. Me, who's played like 4 JRPGs. Yes, this one's the best. Lunar Silver Star Story. That's the best. That's the best one. Everyone should play that. Everyone should play that. I don't actually know how it ends, but it's the best. I've only played like 5 hours of it. Doesn't matter. Will we ever continue it? Don't know. But clearly it's the best. Put it on. Oh, we are past 30 minutes, which means it's time to get gaming. I always almost go to a retro screen. Almost, but not quite. Alright, let's see. We move you guys over here. Nostalgia November 2! And then 2. And 2. What am I doing? What are we doing? What's happening? We're playing video games. I gotta open Goggy. That's what I gotta do. Goggy. Oh, you did spell it wrong. I didn't even notice. Nostalgia November. Man, I am seeing Mina? The Hollower everywhere. I'm seeing it everywhere. Has anybody actually played the game? I've yet to see anyone play it, but I've seen people talking about it. I've seen like images from it, but I have not. Nobody that I follow, like streamer wise, has actually played it. Mina the Hollow. It's everywhere. I don't even know what kind of game it is. Let's see. Nitro Plus. Please give us some sound soon. There we go. The Law of Bell. Like the Game Boy Color Zeldas, I think? Is it followers or hollower? I know that would be an incredibly Japanese mix-up. Because H and F are the same thing for some reason. Ah, we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue. Wow, my timing says you're just EP. You're just EP. And you're also so full of excitement for my birthday, it's just tired you out. It's just tired you out already. That's surely what's happening. Okay, so what was happening? So if therefore Sorimachi Ichizo were ever to hate a man, to hate that man from the bottom of his heart, that would have to be... I feel like this has got to be for a different character. I feel like it has to be. It's got to be. And so we finished chapter 3 last week. And... even though I'm still confused, because we technically slayed an quote-unquote innocent. Like, if it is a law of equivalent exchange kind of thing, either we slay the innocent that was the brother, and then we slayed the evil, which was the sister, or we slayed 2 evils, which would mean we need to slay 2 innocents, but we only slayed... Like, I'm confused. I'm confused how this works. How does it all come together? We killed the brother. So why did Kanai have to die? Why did Kanai have to die? Unless no, I think it would have said if we got the maid as well, but I don't think we did. I'm just confused. How is this all working out? Like, either way, we're not even. But maybe that's not it. Maybe it's not about being even. Maybe he's just a liar. He's just a filthy liar and he just likes killing people. He just likes destroying people and their happiness. Cause then if you go the other route, who would you kill if it was the other girl? Ayane. Then you'd have to kill 2 people there, but there's not 2 people. I actually read that. Above all else, her father instilled in her a hatred of evil. Oh. He taught her from an early age what evil was. Theft, fraud, betrayal, murder. He laid it out for her clearly and concisely, in words simple enough for a child to understand. Or is this about Ayane? I think that's her name. She absorbed these teachings readily. But there was something fundamental she could not grasp. Why must we hate evil? She asked. Why mustn't we steal? Why mustn't we lie? Why mustn't we cheat? Why mustn't we kill? In answer, her father shook his head and said, "Ask not why." I cannot offer you a logical explanation because the hatred of evil transcends. No, must transcend logic. Oh, my nose is itchy. I've been itchy all day. I don't know why. Perhaps I'll die. Just kidding! We're just quoting a book. There was an old lady who swallowed a fly. We don't know why. Perhaps she'll die. It's a children's book! YouTube, okay? The Edo period philosopher Hosoi Heishu wrote that true love is that of a mother for her child. There's no reason. It simply is. Bless, thank you. Lion for the love of the game. If that's what Kageyaki's doing, I will cast him aside. Hatred of evil is the same. We hate evil because it is inherently loathsome. To search for any other reason is to distance yourself from this truth. Any attempt to explain why an evil must be condemned necessarily invites an argument to the contrary, an argument justifying said evil. It was self-defense. They started it. Everyone does it. Appealing to logic in order to denounce evil only gives rise to logic validating it. I think... Is the game mad at me for trying to find some logic? That's what it feels like. I feel like it heard me ranting. I cannot countenance such a world. A world where some deep-seated sense of resignation drives us to accept evil through our very rejection of it. That is a world where evil will never die, where man will never achieve true, everlasting good. Even if that is our reality, we have a duty to overcome it. So now that I think about it, if this is the INA route, then it happened in both this and Demon Bane, where the Dornians get their the lady they really like the most second. I just like to keep you guys at the edge of your seat, you know? Look at Choo-Choo! Look at her go! Look at that Choo-Choo go! Ah. Ah. Good morning! Oh yeah, I didn't do good morning. Oh wait, it up. Good morning, G! Good morning, Wanderer. Good morning, Alfairy. Good morning, Lily. Good morning, Zoe. Good morning, Hirayub. Good morning, Sashin. Good morning, friends. Good morning, Mikaron. Cute! Anyone else? Did I miss anyone else? Good morning, Lydia. Good morning, Indefinition. Alright, I think that's everyone. Good morning, Decadex! Almost missed ya. Almost missed ya. Why is my nose? Why does it choose now? We must fight to eradicate evil wholly and utterly without exception. Yes. At times, there may be no choice but to resort to evil. I have known many people in my life, and among them are some who committed evil deeds only because they were left without recourse. Even so, evil is evil. The crimes, too, must be punished, not overlooked because they were necessary. To commit evil is to break the laws that are very foundation of our humanity. So do not ask why. Simply know, with the most basic part of your being, that evil is to be hated. Even now, it cannot be said that she fully understands the philosophy he bequeathed to her. But then, one could argue that it was not meant to be understood. Regardless, one thing is certain. Her faith in her father and his words remains unwavering to this day. Wait, did that all get picked up? I don't know for sure. I can't see my mic because the computer is covering it! Ayane Ichijo, too, will hate evil with all that she is. That's not good, because Kageyaki definitely falls into the evil side by her standards. Alright, Dons, we're locked into the Ayane route. We're getting a little pipsqueak out of the way. I'm sorry, I loved Kanae too much. We couldn't say no to her. Ichijo sighs, though not because she is exhausted by the hate always burning inside of her. Oh, is that all? This is a feeling of impotence that has sapped her spirit. The knowledge that she has no strength to fight. She possesses unwavering resolve, yes, and the martial skills passed down to her by her father and great aunt. These alone are not enough to contend with the evil he faces. Not nearly. Even so, she wants to fight. Only he would let her. Agent Catfish particles on hyper mode? It is possible. I don't think it is, but you never know. Maybe she changed up her shampoo. Maybe she's releasing some different particles on her. He will not, of course. Nor would Ichijo, were she in his position. On the battlefield, the powerless are just casualties waiting to happen. They might be satisfied dying for their beliefs. Their sacrifice helps no one. It only endangers the people tasked with protecting them. Ichijo knows this, which is why she has kept her selfish desire to fight under control all this time. But still, the hunger grows. The body yearns. The body yearns! Give me power. Give me the strength to fight by his side. He likes him.
Ayane.
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 Ayane! Yes? What kind of answer is that? Hurry up and solve the problem. Which problem? You weren't listening? Page 127, problem 3. Is she gonna just like instantly bust out the answer? I hope she's smart like that. Was she smart? I don't know if she was smart. I just remember that she got lost a lot, but I don't remember if she had any smarts to her. What? How did I think about it? What is good about her? Like, she could kind of fight, but it's like, ish. Ish. She doesn't have a cool maid. She doesn't have a gun. What is her skill? Is it just fighting? I think it might be. Well, I bet you were out all night, weren't you? You've got no future, I tell you. No future. You'll end your days working in a factory. That's all you'll amount to. Wow, what a nice teacher. According to the first law of kinetic energy, P equals WHS, the problem states that the object in question is made from 10 type 98 tanks, 8 metal bats, 5 liters of oil, 7 liters of milk, 3 bushels of rice, 5 measures of salt, and 3 teaspoons of sugar. Therefore, W equals 550 tons. It also states that it is able to tear through parts of large stack of cards. So we use the answer to problem 2 and get H equals 250 kilograms. If the technical gold motors pinions are set at 13T, then S equals 48 kilograms. All right, she's smart. She's a smart cookie. 550 times 250 times 48. 5,676,000. Is that million? I don't actually know. Answer. A destroyer robot has a punching force of 5,676,000 carats. Correct. Oh, he mad. Her duty performed, Ichijo sits down and resumes staring listlessly out the window. Okay, so she got brains. She got brains. Beneath her desk, her fingers toy with a short metal object. Final gift of the old man who gave his life for hers. It is roundish and sharp, like the fang or horn of some great beast. Its cold touch focuses her mind to a razor's edge. Let's go see him. Her mind is made up. She will visit his home after school, just as she had done nearly every day for the past few weeks. He might be out, as he often is, but she'll make the trip all the same. Ichijo may not be a model student, but she has never been one to neglect her studies. In the words of her father, only he who possesses all knowledge may decide what is worth learning and what is not. Look, I think multiple people that possess knowledge. I don't think one person should be in charge of that. I think, methinks it. As Officer Minato stated more succinctly, school is important. Well, Ichijo does her duty, and well. He has already reviewed the materials on this year's syllabus, obtained clarification on the parts that confused her, and committed the necessary formulas and data to memory. I wish it was that easy. Further devotion, such as paying attention in class, seems unnecessary. After all, there are more important things to learn now. I wonder what he's doing. I hope he hasn't gone off without me. He wants to see him, to talk to him, to learn what he has to teach, all in the hopes of one day fighting by his side. As the teacher drones on, Ichijo squeezes the cold metal in her lap and thinks of justice. It just feels weird that she has a crush on us. Like it feels like it kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know, maybe she has like a crazy depressing background. It'll make sense that like she latches on to someone. I guess it's sounding like her dad. Like she sort of is latching on to Kagayaki as sort of like a dad replacement. Not like in the same love, but just that sort of attachment to some person. Maybe it's that. Maybe? It just seems so weird. Like, her and Kanae both just, like, instantly fell in love with him. That might just be visual novel silliness. Prisoner 048, get ready. Why is he upside down? Sure. So, this time. Ever seen the guy hanging from the window bars by his feet before? Oh, that's why he's upside down. Sit-ups. One month ago, we began investigating reports that Rokunana is conducting highly dangerous research at the fish hatchery on Enoshima Island. Enoshima Island? That's where an anime takes place. Actually, that's where many animes take place. Because it's the beachy area, but it's still near Tokyo. Last week, we received a transmission from the agent assigned to the case. The message was short. We have been unable to contact the agent since. The message said only I saw a silver monster. In addition, there have been numerous unexplained disappearances in the region. The locals are beginning to blame the island for these incidents. The situation may be more dire than first believed. Our intelligence suggests that Rokunana is conducting experiments of an inhumane nature on Enoshima. It is also possible that the mass murderer known as Code Silver is involved. We believe that this matter warrants immediate attention. We, however, are currently short of personnel who would be able to conduct such an investigation upon Yamatoan soil. Therefore... Rokunana? Yeah. There's no Rokuhara in this game. Only Rokunana. For the sake of mutual peace and prosperity, GHQ requests that Kamakura Police Department assist us in this matter. After a brief business-like explanation, the new GHQ liaison, Captain Otori's replacement... Oh. 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 Hands the documents to the commissioner and takes his leave. Silence reigns for several seconds. A secret Rokunana research facility. The existence of such a thing is perhaps plausible given the political climate. However... I find these claims somewhat too outrageous to accept at face value. Rokunana! I'm excited. I'm hanging out with a friend on 6-7 and I'm going to annoy the heck out of them. I'm gonna make them hate me by saying 6-7 so much. It's gonna be so exciting. I couldn't agree more. It's awfully hard to swallow. The shogunate conducting dangerous research, a shortage of personnel, requesting help from the local police. The parts all sound reasonable enough on their own, but when you stick them together, who's gonna believe it? Just so, I can't shake the feeling that I'm reading a screenplay. Your Highness. Yeah? I believe that GHQ has learned of Kageyaki's connection to Hachiman Shrine. In other words, they know that you have at least one Musha under your command. Oh, that's not good. Perhaps Otori told them before her disappearance. You know what happened to her, don't you, sir? I wonder if the Shogun guy does. That prince does. Whatever your intention toward your highness, it is in best interest for you to be powerless. They may have decided to eliminate Kageyaki in order to deny you an asset. Another possibility is that Kageyaki presents a more immediate threat to their plans. I recall the theory that the commissioner presented to us during the brief interval before the new liaison arrival. If his reading is correct, then yes, my connection to His Highness is not the most pressing reason for GHQ to want me neutralized. Oh, you think it's a trap? Yes. Whatever is waiting on Enoshima, its purpose is almost certainly to kill Kageyaki. In which case, we should walk in. I see two viable courses of action. Either we come up with a satisfactory reason to decline their request, or failing that, we accept and simply shelve the investigation. Happy birthday! Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you. Yippee! Yippee birthday! I might get like breakfast tomorrow. Nice breakfast. Question is, do I do bread breakfast or do I do McDonald's breakfast? That is exactly the voice I was going with. How'd you know? I know. Remember, Dornians, we're all on like the same brainwave. I know, I got it. Will you sleep though? Yeah, I absolutely will sleep. Cause I get there like 6, 7. I'll end up around 6, 7. So yeah, that won't be too hard. I'll get like 5 hours of sleep maybe. That's pretty doable. I see what you did there, but it wasn't intentional. I will get there around 6 or 7. I guess we better play it safe. You cool with that, kid? 6, 7? Hey! 6, 7! No, Your Highness. Kageaki. I will go to Enoshima, Your Highness. Please order my release. That's crazy, kid! What are you thinking? Do you disagree that this is a trap? There is a chance that everything is exactly as it appears. Are you serious? He sounds like he really wants to ask if I'm nuts. To me, the question of whether there might be a trap is not important. What I cannot overlook is the possibility that Ginseigo is involved. I think things to be like around 6, 7, and I gotta mind who I'm talking to when I do it. No, just let the 6, 7 free. Let it free. Let them 6, 7 on you. It's fine. There's no problem. Whatever GHQ's motives in sending us this request, this account of Silver Monster may be based, in fact. Wait, may still be based, in fact. I can't. The public should never know. Well, I mean, if you say 6, 7, like, naturally. Like, oh yeah, maybe we should meet around 6, 7. And then someone else 6, 7's you. Then you're innocent. You're still innocent. It may be based. You're right. He's right. Kageaki's right. The only way to know for certain is to go to Enoshima. You could get yourself killed. Kageaki doesn't die. I am aware of the risk. Chief. Kageaki, His Highness is concerned for your safety. I am humbled by his kindness. And he needs your support more than ever. As I said, GHQ wants His Highness to be vulnerable. Surely you can see what this means. I don't think he cares. I can, and I have not forgotten the great debt I owe you, Your Highness. I bow to the screen. However, my sole purpose is to destroy Ginseigo. I beg your indulgence. Wow. Your Highness. No, convincing him is there. I'm afraid not. It's still too soon. Too soon for what? Be careful, kid. Don't do anything crazy. Alright, if you insist. I won't go crazy. I won't go crazy. Only just like a little loopy? Is that fine? Don't go dying on me, you hear? Understood. Oh boy, we're gonna die. Oh wait, we might see Chachamaru. This is a Chachamaru-esque area, Dornians. Be prepared. Keep your guard up. Chachamaru might be in the house. So what is the matter you wish to discuss, Shishiku? Your Grace, last night I received word from one of our informants at GHQ. It appears that they will soon begin probing Enoshima in earnest. Oh. How trustworthy is that informant? I immediately had our Umayashu operative in Yokohama investigate. There have indeed been movements which support his claim. Yeah, so they finally took the bait? One has to wonder. What took them so long? Been almost a month since we leaked the information. Perhaps they were simply tied up in red tape. Or perhaps they thought that the bait was rather too enticing. It is. Whatever the case, now that they've played into our hands, we shall proceed according to plan. What's the plan? Yes, Father. Am I correct that we are to do nothing? Indeed. Let the starved wolf have his meal. Oh boy! A salted beast is a lazy beast and should fill his stomach nicely. I feel like I gave this guy a voice, but I don't remember what. I don't think he came up. Yeah. It better. A whole lot of money went into that thing. You're the one who drained the budget like a newborn at her mother's teat. Wowee! They say teat and bone. We don't want him to bust into our big secret lab just to find a bunch of toys, do we? It's gotta look real, man. Real! It is pretty damn silly, though, I admit. You definitely went overboard this time. All the better to hold their interest. We wouldn't want them to realize there's an even more succulent meal right under their nose. Speaking of which, Shishiku. A moment, my lord. Joan! Joan! Oh, what the heck? Here. At your service. Oh, if it isn't the good Yagi. Forgive us for calling you from your duties. Your Excellency is most considerate. But he's got funny goggles. You guys think that he also, on the side as a business, runs a TV show that's about reading? What do you guys think? Do you think he also runs a TV show about how reading is really important? I'm not sure. Joan's. How fare things in Sasagawa? You may speak freely. Yes, Your Grace. At present, there is no cause for concern. We of the Umayashu maintain total information control. The fate of the shogunate, indeed, of Yamato itself rests on the project. Can we trust you to keep it safe? I am nothing without Nokunana. How could I betray your expectations, my lord? Very well, leave us. Your Grace. There he goes. There he goes. I wonder if he can see at night with those. Like, what advantage do they give him in this world? I'm curious. Maybe he too was blind, and they helped him with those goggles. So, how is the project progressing? Using the data we collected during Okabe's rebellion to make the final adjustments. Once those are complete, we'll begin with the first wave of production. Make haste. My lord! The foreigners may be barbarians, but they aren't fools. There's no telling when they might come sniffing around our unmentionables. Underwear? This is how underwear getting stolen becomes a thing. That's what Enoshima's for. Let's just hope it works as planned. Enoshima! Woo! Guys, we're here. We're on vacation now. This is the birthday vacation. We've come to Enoshima. The island of Enoshima, located southwest of Kamakura, is a major tourist attraction and the center of Ben-10 Workshop. Ben-10? In Kanto region. A destination for pilgrims since the days of the Kamakura shogunate. The Edo period saw equal Ise Shrine as an attraction for the pious. Time to sell Japan to the travelers. Yep. Although it definitely doesn't look like this anymore. Slam Dunk fans all day, every day. Wait, is that where Slam Dunk takes place? Because I know, let's see, the shows that I think of, there's the recent one, Aquarion, I believe took place in Enoshima. There's the one fishing anime, Tsuritama, that also takes place in Enoshima. There was an Enoshima episode, in Bochi. Yeah, the railroad crossing is there in Kamakura. Oh, naruhodo. Where most of the tourists cries the most. Oh wait, I've never been to Enoshima. I didn't realize that crossing, that makes a lot of sense. Literally, the only thing I know about Enoshima is like seafood, and I'm like, I can get that anywhere in Japan. I've never actually looked into what would be a purpose to go to Enoshima. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should go to Enoshima soon. The island's unique scenery and atmosphere have remained much appreciated in modern era, as advances in transportation have enabled tourists to visit from all over Yamato and even the world. Oh, sure. There's a place where the tourists don't cause chaos sometimes. There's like normal levels of chaos, just like, oh, there's tourists here and there's a lot of them. There's that kind of chaos. And then there's like we're going to stop and take a picture on the train tracks when the train bars are down. There's that kind of chaos that actually leads to like dangerous situations. Among these tourists have been such vulnerable personages as Prince Ferdinand of Habsburg and General Nogi Maresuke. It is also notorious as the location where Dazai Osamu attempted suicide with his lover 10 years ago. Wait, attempted? He lived in this timeline? So the incident actually took place on Koyurugi Cape on the opposite shore. Oh, no, wait. I guess he did live through one. I think he did multiples. I think maybe that's what it is. In recent years, visitors have come. Maybe that's why I should go. That's why I'll go to Enoshima. In recent years, visitors have come for more than just religious observance or sightseeing. It is a popular fishing spot, for example, Tsuritama, and has a variety of rare plants and animals to study. Tsuritama! Everybody watch Tsuritama. That's a good 13 episode anime. Its most recent attraction, however, bears special mention. The beach. The weather is exceptionally clear, and I am taken by the not unpleasant sensation of falling forever into the infinite blue of sea and sky. It's sci-fi, Tsuritama? Yes, but really no. It is slice of life, but there is also an alien. So like, yes, but no. The salty breeze whips my skin so hot that I find even the sweat rolling down my body refreshing. Sweltering, a word made for this occasion. Pan in summer. It's summer. It's really not! Wait, when is it? Oh my god, you guys! It's okay. That's okay. I do think she's cute. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I only say Aruga normally just because, like, you know, it's bathing suits. But although I will say one pieces are 100% better than bikinis. I will die by these words. I will die by these words. One pieces 1000% better than bikinis. Always and forever. So in that aspect, she's good. In that aspect, we ballin'. Let me get a pic. And I'm just not a bathing suit person. I've never been one to like go wow 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 for bathing suits. They're okay. And then, she's cute though. She's got a cute face. What are we doing at the beach?
First step in an investigation is to blend in with the local population.
When we arrived, we found ourselves at a crowded seaside resort. Hence our current attire. Wait, what is Kageaki wearing? That's not the issue. I mean, that's part of it. But why swimsuits?
You want to wear your usual clothing in this heat?
Gosh, I hope. That's something to Google at.
That would be a poor idea.
Guys. He too was in a one piece. I feel like that wouldn't be comfortable. Like a guy one piece is just like a wetsuit, right? That'd be really hot.
We'd rather not wear a swimsuit.
Now that would get us absolutely destroyed on YouTube. It's not that. It's just...
Personally, I like how you look in it.
Up, she's set, she's good. Huh?
It's most becoming.
Such a nice guy, except when he kills people. But now, oh, that is true. I guess that does count as a one piece, huh? But, he's so smooth. Don't tease me like that!
I'm being sincere.
Oh, he's got her. Hook, line, and sinker! Oh, no. Drop that. So we have to make the other person, we have to like the other person more. That's what it comes down to. I honestly wasn't sure if they were gonna like... Because the other time, it was like, it automatically just like shot up the character. The new character. So I thought it was gonna do that. For the girl, for the third chapter, but nope, it did not do that. Anyways, back to business.
Yes.
We're here to investigate the island, right? Let's get moving already. And off we go. And off we go.
Indeed.
Enoshima is not. Or this is not Enoshima. This is Katase. On the mainland. There is nothing for us here. That said, There are several good reasons why we have not yet crossed over. I begin with the most obvious.
渡れない
We can't cross.
Why not?
ここへ来るまでに調べておいた
I learned on the way here that Enoshima and the surrounding ocean have been declared off limits.
Oh. You'd think they'd make it easy for them. Although I guess they want it to still seem like it's a secret. So if you made it easy to get there, then it would not seem... It would seem even more like a trap.
理由は不明
Per the shogunate's orders, of course. Though they've given no reason.
Is it because of that research facility you mentioned?
可能性はある
Possibly.
What's the plan?
公然と渡るのが
If we cannot cross to the
不
island
公然に渡る
overtly, then we will simply have to do it covertly.
その方策を
The need to
定め
secure a means of
ここに
doing
留ま
so
っている理由
is the second reason why we remain in Katase.
第三は情報収集
Also, good morning, Omega Ultima, and good morning,
不
Eroto.
穏なやり方は好まないのだが
Technically, Omega's been here for a while, but I don't think I properly said good morning. I don't think.
The third is to gather intelligence. Ordinarily, I would not waste time asking questions when the target is right in front of us.
今回ばかりは別
But
だ
this situation is far from ordinary.
I know what you mean. We need some answers before we head to the island.
あ
Yes,
なかな
I
か
don't want to walk in
足
blind.
を踏み入れ
I mean, it's summer.
夏だ
Yes, it is.
Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna get a good morning breakfast tomorrow, and I'm gonna get birthday breakfast tomorrow, and then I'm gonna get birthday plamo, and then I'm gonna get birthday cake, and then I'm gonna have birthday stream, and we're gonna keep streaming and streaming and streaming. It's gonna be you guys can't get enough of me. You won't be able to get enough of me until 12 hours is up, and then you'll be tired of me. Season is summer. The month November? Ma'am, have an actual birthday. But birthday cake.
Something is very wrong here.
Yeah, what the heck?
異常気象にも程があ
I've
る
heard of Indian summer, but this is absurd.
And it's just the area around Enoshima. Something this crazy should be in all the papers, but I haven't seen anything. My gosh. I wonder if whatever secret plan they have going is like just radiating heat.
六春が絡んでいる
If Tokunana is indeed involved, then silencing the press would be no trouble at all.
これを敷く程度のことは
So that's looking more likely then.
ああ
Yes.
I'm also realizing that at some point during this 12-hour stream, I will need to eat. I did not think about that. Noted. Like, I'll have birthday cake, but I might need to eat, like, dinner. Noted. I mean, the cake, yes, that is birthday. But a 12-hour stream, why not? It's my first! I've been doing streaming for, like, 4 years now? And I've never had a stream I've never had a 12-hour stream. Ever. Even while explaining the situation to Ichijo before we left, I was skeptical about the reports of Nokunana's activity. Now, however, my feelings are the exact opposite. There's no question. The shogunate is up to something.
では行動を開始する
Alright,
手分けして情報
let's
収集
split up and search for
主眼
clues.
は
Daphne, you head. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong. Our priorities are to find a means of crossing to the island and to learn the source of this unnatural heat wave.
何か質問提案など
Any questions or suggestions?
No, sir! Ichijo is at work before her answer is finished. She scans the area once, then sets her sights. Not on the tourists crowding the beachside shop, but a group of grim-faced fishermen lounging by the boats. A quick and prudent decision. Something over here. Ah! Something extra over here. God, it's so hard to move this game with only what is it, like laptop touchpad? It's actually awful. I don't think we missed anything. I think it just didn't take my inputs. Like he said, oh sorry, wrong in his voice. It was him talking. It was definitely written in the game. Definitely for sure. I fell asleep again, so I forced myself awake long enough to call out. Easy peasy! I can go back to sleep. I can go back to sleep. That's like today. I was like, I woke up at 5, and then I went back to sleep. Like exactly at 5, and then I went back to sleep, and I was like, alright, I'll get up at 6. And 6 rolled around, and I was like, maybe I don't wake up at 6. Because I was up until midnight. Usually I go to sleep before midnight, but I was like, birthday, birthday, birthday. I want to post the balloons. I want to post the balloons as soon as I can. Birthday. So I slept in. She takes off in their direction, but before she gets more, there's a few, before she gets more than a few steps, she turns around and says, by the way, sir.
Yes.
What happened to the captain and the old lady? Oh god, no, don't bring it up. I think it's this game specifically. Like, I try and scroll up just a tiny bit with the touchpad, and it goes like 17 pages previous. Like the scrolling's really bad. Like, let me show it. So like, see how it's like really slow here? If I'm using my scroll wheel, okay? It's like pretty slow. When I try and use the scroll pad on my laptop, I just do like a tiny little bit, right? And it goes like this. Like, ah! Stop that! Why are we on a laptop? Because I have the 18 plus version up on my laptop. I have the 18 plus version on my laptop so that if there's anything, if there's any content that we can actually learn from the 18 plus version, I can just relay it with the explicits out. But yeah, I'm like, man, let me see if we missed it. Never mind. Never mind. I can't scroll up to save my life. Yeah, so far we've had 2 major egg scenes. 2 major egg scenes, right? There was... Yeah, there wasn't an egg scene in chapter 2. There was one in chapter 1. There was one in chapter 3. And maybe there will be one here. I think I got bit. That mosquito got me. Oh, sorry. Never mind. They're GHQ. Probably busy. I'll see you later.
Take care.
Couldn't answer. Your murder! Over an hour later, my investigation has yet to turn up any useful information. There have been, by and large, 2 types of responses from people I've questioned regarding the abnormal weather. First are the locals with their tight-lipped stares. To a man, they have been extremely reluctant to speak on this topic. I can hardly blame them. Even the most gossip-loving individuals would fall silent beneath Rokunana's shadow. Then there are the tourists who heard about the unseasonable warmth by word of mouth and came to partake in the novelty of a November day at the beach. They are happy to talk, but have nothing to offer save baseless speculation. The locals are more likely to know something of value, judging by their reactions. The shogunate has not placed them under a gag order, as it has the press. Otherwise, their first reaction would be fear. Instead, I keep getting the sort of grimace one makes when prodding a boil. Ugh! Oh god! Oh, gross! They clearly want to stay as far as possible from anything related to Rokunana at the moment. At the moment, that means ignoring the island looming on the horizon. I think it's funny that it's like, it makes it look like the island is literally just over this bridge. But it's like, can't go there. That's against the rules. This is an attitude shared by nearly all of Yamato's people. The Rokunana know it, which is likely the very reason they haven't bothered to clamp down on the locals. Not only would it be an unneeded effort, it might conceivably have the opposite effect. As any psychologist will tell you, people are more inclined to show intense or interest in something that has been expressly denied to them. Is that true, Dornians? If you're told not to, would you do it? If I said don't press button, would you press button? Be honest. I must admit, I'm impressed. Rokunana has oppression down to a science. You gotta once you're at the top. I mean, I wouldn't know anything. I will take a tongue of silver. It will take a tongue of silver to pick the locks of these people's mouths. But, as the experience has taught me, this is not something I possess. I need to find a local whose lips have already been greased. So, he's not... Well, I guess actually now that I think about it, maybe she wasn't... She didn't have a sprite. We don't know if she was wearing her bathing suit. But he's not wearing a bathing suit. Would you tell us the consequences of pressing the button? Or just leave it, leave us to press it or not? I would just leave you to press it or not. Like, Dornians, don't press this button. Don't do it. Don't do it. In any case, there's no trace of Ginseigo in this area.
Can you scan the interior of the island?
Not from here. If you want me to check the whole island, we'll have to set foot on it ourselves, or at least circle the perimeter. He's using reverse psychology! Do I want you to press the button? Do I not want you to press the button? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I expected as much.
Enoshima was once entirely separate from the mainland, with a narrow land bridge that only appeared at low tide. But the Great Kanto earthquake 20 years ago altered the geography of this region considerably. Now the land bridge is available at all times, making it easy to cross if so desired. Unfortunately, that solves nothing. Should we fly over?
The risks are too great. Let's make that our last resort.
Yeah, I don't know, just like go in the dark of night. In the dark of the night, evil will find you. Go in the dark of night and fly over, and at least check. Like if they fly over at night, they survey and they see that they don't get any response or like reaction for Ginseigo, and they don't, I don't know, they don't have to prioritize it. I regard the island rising up out of the sea. No lookout tower or gun emplacement mar the majestic ridgeline. Ridge racer? But that is no excuse for complacency. If that island is indeed of value to Dokunana, it is unthinkable that it would not be defended by the Musha. Walking or sailing across is out of the question, and approaching by air will inevitably lead to detection and interception. While forcing my way through is certainly an option, if Ginseigo is truly involved, it would be reckless in the extreme to choose that path while my enemy's presence remains uncertain. There's no need to be that careful. Throw caution to the wind. I'm sure it won't come back in your face. I'm sure. Trust me. I'm great with these things. I know exactly what's happening in this game, and I would never get a character. Ever. Ever. Actually, wait. Did I skip that? What I need is a way to sneak onto the island, and for that, I would need the assistance of someone who knows the terrain. But where will I find... Mido. Muramasa's voice calls my attention back to my surroundings. While I was ruminating, my feet have carried me some distance along the beach. The area is rocky, and there is no one in sight. There's no information to be gained here. I turn to leave. But just as I take my first step, something catches my ear. I thought this section of the beach was empty, but now I hear voices from behind a stand of rocks at the water's edge. The voices are whispering to each other, though they don't sound fearful of discovery. Curious, I peek around the rock, and there are 6 children dressed in garb of local townsfolk. There are 4 boys and 2 girls of varying ages, though none is older than perhaps 10. Don't befriend them. Don't do it. From the similarities in their features, I suspect they may all be siblings. Something appears to have distressed them. The 2 youngest are crying, while the oldest boy is focused intently on something in his hands. Oh my gosh, Gunpla?
A model.
The object is a toy ship. Oh! It's still Plamo. Likely modeled after one of the battleships that participated in the climactic engagement of the Russia-Yamato War. A fraction of the size, of course. Though detailed, it is the sort of toy you can buy for about 100 yen. Shipla! Or no, perhaps it is of higher quality than that. Looking closer, I see that the boy has opened the hull and is peering at some mechanism inside. The boy is not just a model ship, but one that has working propeller. Yo, RC ship? Such toys appeared on the scene a few years ago, after a craftsman by the name of Yabuchi Kenkichi invented a miniature electric motor. Early motors were quite expensive, but now there are bargain versions that even less fortunate children can hope to own. This toy ship probably carries a relatively low price tag, even so, I can tell from the concern of the children's faces that it is no less precious to them. All eyes are focused on the young man at work. On the ship's innards, no one is aware of my presence. Is the battery dead? Takeshi just bought a new one yesterday. Maybe it's the motor? Can you fix it? Kazu. 10? What do you mean these children are no older than 10? That is not the voice of a 10-year-old. That is not a 10-year-old. I think. As his brothers and sisters look on apprehensively, the boy places the ship in a rock pool and flips the switch. No, it's not. It's not. They're just like, we don't need to buy it. We don't need to get anybody else to do voices. Just have someone do it. Maybe they just brought in someone like from the dev team. With a low hum, the toy begins to glide across the surface of the water. When you hire 30-year-old VAs to talk like toddlers, it's me. They need to hire me. Hire me! I'll voice all of the young characters. I think I could actually get away with it, though. They need to budget on VAs. I think it would be kind of cool if you were working, if you were like a dev and you were working, and there was just like, you know, they needed some voices for like side characters that only show up once. I think it's okay to have bad voice acting then. A gentle froth in its wake. The sound is feeble, however, and its advance slow. A far cry, surely, from both the maker's design and these children's expectations. The boat gradually loses speed until finally it comes to a stop, right at my feet. Uh-oh, we've been found out. I hear the children gasp and feel their frightened stares dig into my flesh. This is nothing new. Grown used to such reactions from children. My time has come! My time to play Villager C. I mean, if my job was ever like, hey, we need a voice actor for this line. For this random side character that has one line. Will you do it? I'd be like, yes, absolutely. Please and thank you. They'd be like, how do you want to be credited? I'd be like, Tsukimi V. Dorney. Please and thank you. I pick up the toy ship, careful not to make any threatening movements. The youngest boy starts toward me, only for his sister to pull him back. Judging by the terror on their faces, they might flee at any moment. Best hurry. It did move. So it is not a problem. Or it did move, so it is not a problem with the drivetrain. I open the battery compartment and look inside. As one of the boys said, the battery looks brand new. The waterproofing seal also appears intact, and there's no damage to the propeller. The motor, then. Yabuchi-motos are often praised for their lifespans, but nothing is perfect. Use one for long enough and the rotor brushes and magnets will decay. It's not the rotor or brush. Must be a dead magnet. A motor in operation generates heat, and enough heat will cause a magnet to lose potency. With prolonged use, the magnet may eventually cease to function entirely. In which case, do you have a spare magnet? As the boy did earlier, I open the cylindric hole to reveal the gears, drive shaft, and a surprisingly large motor. I peer into the motor's exhaust port. Not that I am expecting to see anything. Then touch my ring finger to its lip. Oh yeah, wait, he's got magnet powers. That's right, I forgot. Muramasa.
Nani?
Yeah?
Spin up your coils. I'm going to use your power.
See, he's a kid guy. Kageyaki would never say he hates children. Okay. I charge a small shinogi inside my body, drawing on Muramasa's power, and command magnetic field. To command magnetic fields and send it into the motor. It's only a single inhalation's worth of energy, but more than enough to revive the dead magnet. What a nice guy. Except when he kills people. That done, I replace the battery and close the hole. Then set the toy back in the pool. I flip the switch. Wow! Whoa! The children cry out in amazement as the 1/350 scale battleship Mikasa steams. He just needed one good look at this thing and he was able to instantly identify what ship and what size it was. Naruto. So not only is he a racing fan, he is also a miniature ship scale. Miniature plamo. I guess it wouldn't be a plamo. He's like a train guy but with ships. Mikasa steams through the water at full combat speed. All traces of its previous lethargy now gone. Sayonara. Wow! It's back to normal. Look at it go! Beaming with joy, the siblings race behind as the toy proceeds boldly up the channel between two crags. And once again, the furthest thing from their minds. I hope it doesn't go to the ocean.
I hope no one trips.
I watched them for a few moments more, then turned to leave. Why did they do that? Why did they show him being nice to children? Oh, because one of them's important. now we've got a picture. A character sprite. Hey, wait a minute! A voice calls before I get very far. What the? Huh? Is my keyboard dying? I turn back to see a seventh child. A boy older than the other six, jogging towards me across the sand. His features too show similarities to the others. What the heck? My enter key is like not listening to me. I have a way to deal with this, kind of. Not entirely, but it's better than nothing. Because the keyboard seems to be working. I feel like I replaced the batteries pretty recently, too. It's the only bad thing about this keyboard is that it's battery powered. But how can I say no? It's me colored. Okay, let's hope that helps. I don't want to have to take off the whole thing. I do need to, like, actually fully clean out this keyboard. It's quite messy. See, I wonder if there's any compressed air at the place I'm going tomorrow. Maybe I'll pick them up. Live keyboard cleaning ASMR. Yep, that's what you guys all came for, right? You didn't want Muramasa. You came for secret keyboard cleaning ASMR. And the most terrifying, because I'm not really caring. No. Right. Maybe that helped. You fixed that toy, didn't you? Thanks a lot. I don't know the first thing about machines. I'm sorry, child, you must die.
You're their brother.
And ASMR! Finally, I've lived out the ASMR that the Dornians so desire. Yep, I'm the oldest. Oh my god, Malt? I was watching from a little ways off. Those guys. What were they thinking running off without saying thanks?
I'm sure they were happy to have the toy working again. Their smiles are reward enough for actions taken without permission.
We can't have that. They grew up without learning to thank people. How are they gonna make it in the world? Maybe Stonk's going up. I feel like I have to. I need to know more about audio before I do ASMR. Else it's just gonna be like white noise. Attempts at ASMR with lots of white noise. I'll give them a good talking to later. For now, please accept my apologies. I'm their guardian, so it's my responsibility. A single father?
Understood. However, I request that you not render too harsh a judgment. It was my fault for failing to offer any explanation before engaging in the conduct in question. Under the circumstances, it is only natural that they be reluctant to address me. It is, of course, not my place to interfere in your familial affairs, but I do hope that you will take this into consideration.
You think I'll listen? Thorny. Oh, wait, I did. I never met anyone who talked like you. I uses words, yeah. He uses fancy words.
Is my speech that unusual?
Yeah, it kinda is.
You know, I'm just a kid, right? You do appear young, yes.
If someone hears you being so polite to some random kid, they'll think you've got no spine or something.
I do not subscribe to the notion that respecting others in any way diminishes my own worth. In fact, it is by not respecting others that we do ourselves the greatest service. My mother once said that. Okaa-san ga iteita.
And he holds his hand up to the sky.
Moreover, the maturity you've shown in taking responsibility for your younger siblings is, in my opinion, more than sufficient reason to treat you as a peer.
Hello, Tsukimi. Do you plan to go through all endings, including the true one? Yes. Yes, I do. Just like we did for Demon Bane. We must find all endings. All main endings. I think there's an extra ending that you don't have to get to the true route, so we might not do that one. But all necessary endings.
I have merely done just that.
But we're going guideless for now, which is why we lost Kanai. Hey.
Yes.
If it's okay with you, could I get your name? I'm Haya Takeshi. You think he's fast? Haya! Haya!
Minato Kageyaki. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
Want an oyster? Or char? Hoshino Char would like an oyster.
Pardon?
Here! The boy Haya shows me the sack hanging over his shoulders. Inside, the arm-length webbing are many shells of uneven, ovoid shape. I've actually never eaten an oyster. It kind of freaked me out. I'm not gonna lie. Picked fresh.
I see. I didn't know you can find them here.
An hour of diving around those rocks. Those rocks will get you a sack full. It's pretty easy, so makes for a good job, a good side job.
I couldn't eat anything you plan to sell.
Oh, I won't sell them. Too small. You'd have to go to Sutochi or Sanriku to find ones big enough to take to market. Here. Here, they're 1 in 1,000. But hey! You can still eat the small ones with a little effort. You can save a lot on food. That's why I call it my side job. It will be a huge trip! Yeah? I mean, I knew that. What is it? VNDB says the game's like 70, 80 hours, and we usually take like double that. The Stuart Dasher of his day! With only seafood available. Yep. While speaking, the boy selects an oyster and, with practiced dexterity, uses a small knife to pry it open. A crisp pop! And the thick shell comes apart with surprising ease, revealing the cream-colored flesh within. My nose tingles at the scent of brine. Here you go. Don't worry. Oysters around here are safe to eat raw.
Thank you.
You gonna slurp it up? I take the shucked oyster and suck the creamy... Yeah, that's the... Like, none of that sounds good to me. Creamy flesh. I don't like my meat to be creamy. That does not sound appetizing to me. That freaks me out. It's a textual thing. Why is the flesh creamy? Why is it creamy? I don't want that. Why do you have to suck it out? I don't want that. Can I just chew? Can you chew oysters? Can you chew oysters? Is that a thing? Can you like roast them so they aren't creamy? Please don't rely on this translation. But I've seen other people describe them like this, like English speakers. First is this taste of salt, followed by a pleasant firmness against my teeth. Last comes the flavor, an explosion of pure delight for my tongue.
This is quite good.
They're small, but it's the right season. You can't get this taste any other time of the year. Boy pops an oyster into his mouth and grins. An appropriately childish expression that belies his mature comportment. It strikes me as an expression he doesn't get to use often. I think back to what he said earlier about being the guardian of his siblings. You can have oysters Rockefeller. What's that? What's oysters Rockefeller? It's kind of accurate, but man, I don't want to know creamy flesh either. Like, I feel like that's just like a term that people have decided to use for oysters. And I feel like a lot of people are just kind of okay with it. But it's doing a huge disservice for me. I wanna chew my oyster. I don't wanna slurp it up. I wanna stick a fork in it, or I wanna use chopsticks and I wanna hold it and then I wanna chomp. I wanna keep going, and I wanna chomp some more. It can be a little chewy. That's fine.
Call this your side job.
Yeah?
Are you currently employed in some capacity?
You mean, have I got a real job?
Yes.
I wish some place to hire me, but most won't give me the time of day no matter how I beg. I guess there's labor laws or whatever, but still. Only place that don't ask questions, either pay like dirt or come with some kind of risk. It's tough, but I gotta keep the kids fed somehow, right? Nothing. I just recently found out, something people in my hometown eat is basically giant snail meat. See, it's not the origin, like, oyster origin, like, yeah, they're silly. Snail? I can see that being, that might be too chewy for me. I don't know, it depends. Snail looks like the kind of thing that, like, really toughens up if you cook it. So I think that would kind of freak me out more than the fact that it's snail. Yeah, wait, I've had escargot and it was fine. Yeah, eating snail I'm fine with. I don't mind the origin of it. Like, that's the thing for, like, oh, what's egg chick thing? Thank you so much for the birthday wish. What is it? Balut! Balut! The thing that actually freaks me out about balut is not that it's a chicken that's, like, you know, basically half fertilized. It's the fact that, like, I don't know, that you'd probably be, like, eating the cartilage and possibly, like, maybe there's feathers already starting to form. Like, there's a lot of things that I feel like I might eat if I ate balut that I would not like texture-wise. The actual fact that I'm eating a chick I have no problem with that. Like, that I can see the chick, I have no problem with that. It's the cartilage that's probably already partially formed. Like, the beak, it could partially be formed. There's too much formed for me that I'm afraid I will be able to feel. Will you eat snails? Does Yuno know? Don't tell her. Don't tell you know. I only did it once when I was in Paris, okay? Okay, it was like when in Rome do what the Romans do. I was in France, I had to do what the French did, okay? Okay? Yeah, you can see the little down feathers. Yeah! Yeah, I don't want that texture. It's like they just looked like naked chicks and the bones weren't formed at all. Like there's no cartilage or anything. They were just like globby goop. I think I can do that. But I don't even like eating fish bones. I don't like eating chicken bones. I'm just not a bone person, okay? I don't like that. I've been scorned by all cultures of all kinds. My own culture, other people's cultures. Everybody scorns me for hating to eat bones, but I will stand by it. I mean, I guess it's kind of like eating a sardine or anchovies, right? Oh! The cartilage I'm thinking of is a little bit tougher than sardines, I think. Although I've only ever eaten, like, sardines, like the dried ones. So I don't know. Jellyfish not liking bones, what a shocker, right? Not quite the same thing, but like century eggs is okay in my book. How exactly do you make a century egg? Is that just long egg? I'm actually not sure. Okay, so we read that. Jellyfish are good. Jellyfish are good to eat. They're like crunchy jello. They're kind of fun. The egg preserved in like clay and stuff until the white turns black and jelly. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine.
That's very impressive. I can hardly imagine how difficult it must be to bear the burden of an entire household.
Without thinking, I voice sympathetic platitudes that do nothing to solve his problems. Children like young Haya require action, not words. Contrary to my expectations, however, he smiles and laughs bashfully, even happily, in my response. So I make a living fishing. I guess you could call that my real job.
You follow a crew that would let you... You found a crew that would let you join.
Nope. We still got Dad's old boat. Bastard never did a damn thing for us, but at least he didn't sell the boat when he vanished. The only thing that keeps us afloat, so to speak. Haha, get it? Because boat... It's like Dornians, if ever anybody says, whatever floats your boat, immediately respond with buoyancy and displacement. Immediately. Sail around picking up whatever fish we can to take to market. We get shafted on the price, but it's not outright robbery. We make enough just to get by.
I see. If I'm not mistaken, fishing boats need a sizable crew to operate. You handle everything yourself.
I said we, didn't I? Those guys helped me out. Oh my god, it's a child-driven boat. That sounds terrifying.
Your siblings.
They can't do any heavy lifting, but they're small and quick. That's pretty important on a little boat like ours. I watch the sea while I'm driving the boat and get my tools ready when it's time to fish. They're pretty helpful, you know.
I can imagine.
6 children scurrying busily aboard their small boat. This young captain at the helm. The image comes easily to mind. It is an image of people bound by a simple yet enduring trust. A trust that needs no words or cannons to shape it. Cannons? Cannon is an image of family.
I am curious about one thing, Mr. Haya. Oh, sorry, it's just no one has ever called me that before. Most grown-ups only call me kid or hey or just take take. If you would prefer a different form of address. No, it's cool. I'm fine with that, Mr. Minato. Mr. Minato! Boy clears his throat. Anyway, what is it? I ventured that fishing has been difficult in this area recently. This is not something that I heard from anyone in particular. But when I considered the highly unnatural heat wave in conjecture with the grim expression of the fishermen I've seen today, it is the obvious conclusion. Are you not having more trouble than usual? Oh, that. He looks unsure of how to answer. The reason I've asked whether times are tough for his family is because I do not believe it to be true. If I did, the question would merely be a self-serving show of pity. Aya, while hardly plump, does not appear at all malnourished. His siblings too seemed in good health. It doesn't fit. I will retract the question if you don't wish to answer. Alright, he's got the ends. His name is Take This! He's actually from Ace Attorney games. Well, I guess it's okay. He looks around furtively and continues with the conspiratorial smile. Can you keep this just between us? Certainly. As long as it doesn't involve immoral or criminal acts, but I keep that part to myself. There's a fine line between maintaining diligence to one's duty and badgering the populace. It has been pretty tough out there recently. The warm current from Enoshima is chasing all the fish away. Warm current. I guess that's putting it lightly. I don't know what's coming off that island, but whatever it is, I've seen the ocean boiling a few times. Boiling? That doesn't seem good. We are dealing with a quantity of thermal energy so massive as to affect local climate change. Young Haya's anecdote cannot be dismissed as mere fancy. What could be the source of such great heat? A volcano. I recall the reports from GHQ. I saw a silver monster. Actually, a sea monster. Could she truly be behind this? Can't make a living without any fish. A lot of guys don't even head out anymore. It'd be a waste of time. A few of them even sold their boats and left. You've heard about the people disappearing, right? I have. In addition, there have been numerous unexplained disappearances in the region. We did hear about that. Another line from the report comes to mind. There's a lot of weird rumors about that. But I think it's just people packing up and leaving. What else are you gonna do? You can't feed your family here. You've got to go somewhere you can. Or some guys set up shop to serve all the people enjoying this damn summer of ours. I hear Konagi's making more than he ever did fishing. I feel like that is smart. Just make yakisoba. Just set up a yakisoba shop and only have the noodles and vegetables. Bam, easy. Sell it for overpriced amounts. Everyone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, yakisoba at the beach. That's so perfect. Very clever. I wish him success. Is that how you've gotten by? Not exactly. Here's the secret part. Alright. There aren't any fish out there. Of course, prices have gone up. So, what if you were the only one who could catch fish? You'd make a killing, wouldn't you? Yeah, but how? Yes, that's logical. Are you speaking of yourself?
About a month ago, I was chasing some of the few fish left out there. I lost track of time, and when I looked up, it was pitch black. We'd somehow ended up in a little inlet on the other side of Enoshima, near Nagaiso. Normally, some of those big bad musha would have chased us off before we got anywhere close. But I guess whoever's patrolling that area at night is pretty lazy, or maybe they died of boredom or something? Can't blame them. Oh, this is perfect for us. Nagaiso. I commit the name to memory. And don't think I'm complaining. It's thanks to whoever's slacking off that we've managed to scrape by.
What do you mean?
Obviously there's fish there, Kageyaki. Put two and two together, please. Use your brain! Or call in Ayane and make her use her brain. There were fish there! Loads of them! Like I'd never seen before. Started dancing right there in the boat. Kids were freaked out, though. And so was I. When I thought about it later. Now, why are all the fish there? There were too many of them. A swarm of maggots on a dead dog. Oh, gross! Oh, man. You really had to do that, huh? You really had to just make a bunch of fish in water. Just really gross. I'm no seafaring man, so it is difficult for me to imagine too many fish. The tone of young Haya's voice, however, conveys that it is no laughing matter. Yeah, right? Like, gee, thanks! I could have lived my life without that comparison, but I guess not. Now I don't want fish anymore.
Why were there so many?
Don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say there's more coming off the island. More coming off the island than heat. Nokunana's got a hatchery there, maybe? Or got a hatchery there, right? Maybe it's some kind of research? Fishy. Very fishy, Dornians. Aya shakes his head, unconvinced by his own words. I share in his skepticism. A hatchery? That would certainly explain the fish, but then why all the secrecy? They're feeding something! And what of this heat wave? It doesn't add up. Anyway, the point is, I found myself the perfect spot.
I see. And the other fishermen don't.
Whoa! Hey, cut me off. I'm not that greedy. I told them! Well, the ones I could trust. But they don't want to go. I keep telling them it's safe, but they're too afraid of the shogunate. Yeah, he's a kid. He doesn't care. We're not trying to hog it all or anything. That's just the way it worked out. He's a good kid. The boy is slightly red in the face. He must truly not want me to think him avaricious. I know what this means, I just don't know how to pronounce it. That, however, was not my concern.
I'll be frank. I agree with the men who refuse to go. You mustn't underestimate Nokunana. You have been lucky thus far, but luck does not last forever. It abandons you suddenly without warning. Your next trip may well be when your luck runs out, and when it does, it'll be too late for regrets.
You think so?
Yes.
He's just trying to save your siblings. Yeah. Tell the truth, I've been thinking we might be in over our heads. The boy scratches his head. He seems somehow relieved. I wouldn't let that bother me if I was alone, but with the kids...
Indeed. I knew that you would put them first.
I don't want to put them in danger. But we have to eat, so I've been doing my best not to think about it. But you're right. It's probably time to pull out. He's probably going to do one last trip today, and then they're all gone.
The fool who courts death to live.
Yeah, you're right. I'll call it quits soon. Yeah, soon? Soon, not soon enough, buddy. But you can't die before we kill you.
Soon.
Just a few more trips, and we'll have enough money to last through the New Year's. I'll stop going after that. I know I should press the issue, convince him to stop this very day. Luck may be infinite, but Nokunana's ruthlessness is not. His family's poaching could easily get them killed. At the same time, however, I know that all the warnings in the world will not put food in 7 mouths. If only this reckless venture of theirs can accomplish that, then it may not be my place to speak further. In which case, there's only one thing left that I can do. They'll get the fish for them! Oh wait, is he giving them money?
Please take this.
I pull a single bill from my wallet and present it to him. It is of middling value, neither high nor low enough to be insulting. As expected, the young man hesitates. But why? He asks with a frown.
I am in fact a police officer, here to investigate the strange weather and disappearances.
He's just, yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about this. This boy just outed his secret plan to, to the authorities, and he didn't even know. If that doesn't show that he's a kid, I don't know what it does. He was like, man, this guy seems so respectable. Let me just tell him everything about myself. All the illegal doings that I'm doing. All the illegalness I'm up to. Because the police is supposed to be in the Nokunana's hand, if I remember correctly. Well, not a lie. I don't expect him to believe me. Like most citizens, he probably sees the police as a subordinate organization of Nokunana, and not a very important one at that.
Please consider this thanks for your cooperation, encouragement to remain tight-lipped about what we discussed here, and my apologies for keeping my identity a secret until now.
He stares at me silently for several seconds. It is clear that he is doubting something. But whether it is my sanity, intelligence, or intent, I cannot say. At length, however, a wry smile spreads across his features. You're one weird guy.
So I've been told, with increasing frequency lately.
Where there is oysters, I shuck them. Where there is fish, I reel them. That's what he should say this time. And then that's all we gotta do. Surely, we won't have to slay any demons. We won't have to slay any saints. We'll be fine. It'll be fine. Thanks. His thin but strong fingers take the bill from my hand. I'll use this to treat the guys to something good. No, you should save it so you don't have to go on your fishing hunts.
Please do.
Are you done here?
Yes. My companion is waiting.
Will I see you again?
If we are fortunate.
Cool. He picks up his oyster sack and slings it over his shoulder. Then faces me one last time. Mr. Minato.
Yes.
You're going to the island, aren't you? He's like, what? What are you talking about? I offer no reply, but silence. However, my intentions were perhaps more apparent than I realized. You shouldn't. That's my turn to warn you. Tell the truth. I've been planning to stop for a while now. There's something there.
Something.
Something that roars like the sea in a storm. Something silver. Oh, see, you just did the opposite right now. He made it so he has to go now. Unless he's a plant. Got a glimpse of it one night. I know Nokunana isn't just running a hatchery. The heat, the fish, it's all because of that thing! There's a monster on that island. It's behind all of this.
A monster.
A silver monster. Oh no, it seems too convenient. I think it's a sea monster. Mecha Godzilla? Don't go, seriously. Just don't go. It's the Mecha Godzilla by Good Smile. I know it. It has to be. It has to be. Scene cut. Oh, why is he here? Why is he everywhere we are? Okay, we gave him a Bostonian accent. Listening. Right? Wait, how did the Bostonians speak again? Yeah, went and had a look around. There we go. Nothing's changed. Doesn't look like they're about to leave or anything, but they haven't buffed up the defenses either. Yes, it's not what I expected. I don't think they can handle Muramasa. Yes, sir. I know, it's my responsibility. I'll take care of it. I was hoping I could just sit back and watch, but I still have a few cards to play. What if you didn't? Don't worry, I got it covered. Sir, why must you be everywhere? Never easy, isn't it? Never easy, is it? Guess I'll just have to bite the bullet. Be seeing you soon, Muramasa. Muramasa! The mass is... Oh, it's this guy. We gave him... Cowboy. Was that Agent D8, sir? Yes. It seems the mission is not going smoothly. He's just another yellow ape. Oh wait, no, that's a soldier ape. He's just another yellow ape, sir. I'd be surprised if he could do half of what he claims. That's racist! What's the colonel thinking, trusting these savages? I didn't ask. Did I ask for your opinion? No, sir. We lose nothing, even if Sorimachi fails. However, this Dokunana weapon, the Red Musha, we must eliminate all potential obstacles. Our America is too important to do any less. I can't leave this to Sorimachi. You're gonna go out yourself? Inform the colonel that I wish to see him immediately. Yes, sir. And contact Data Disposal Squad. Tell them to make ready. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Oh my gosh, it's definitely not the same exact background that we saw earlier, but flip. It's definitely different. It is already past midnight by the time we set foot on Enoshima shore. Too much time was spent procuring a boat and learning to operate it. Now, only a few hours remain until dawn, leaving no time to investigate the research facility, much less scan the whole island. We'll have to restrict ourselves to preliminary observations for tonight. Where is Ayane? Is she with us? We'll take it easy this time. An hour to gather what information we can. Then we withdraw to await our next chance. Okay, she is with us. Hard, but we'll take it. We're not gonna finish this tonight?
We still don't know what we're here to finish. It will be impossible to fully assess the situation and develop a course of action before dawn. If we are still on the island, after sunrise, we will inevitably be discovered by Dokunana Patrol, as we lack knowledge of the terrain. While engaging shogunate forces may eventually become necessary, it would be foolish to leap into the fire before we know what we're facing. Do you understand?
Do you understand? Yes, I understand.
Then let's get moving.
Okay. Oh, shouldn't we split up? That would be more efficient, right? Especially since we don't have much time.
True.
I consider this briefly, then shake my head.
I'm the only one who can respond to an encounter with enemy Musha on this, or this yet unidentified monster. We'll consider that option only once the situation has become clear.
Sorry. If I could fight too, I wouldn't be such a burden.
Don't misunderstand. I am counting on you, but only to assist in the investigation. Should combat become necessary, that is my role.
She didn't help too much with the investigating part either. we did all the work. Where was she? Who was she talking to? Maybe she got the boat. Maybe she was the boat procurer.
You've done very well in your capacity. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
I know. But still, I want to do more. More. I pretend not to hear her whisper. Something tells me that it wasn't meant to be heard.
Let's get moving.
Right. Hey! This looks familiar too! Although they are great backgrounds, so I kind of don't blame them for reusing them. A forest is a forest, no matter where it is. In all honesty, I expected little to come of this first excursion. Perhaps the general idea of Enoshima's condition, but that's all. And yet, it doesn't take but a few minutes for us to hit upon one of the island's anomalies. What could it be? Sir?
Yes.
Don't you think something's off?
Such as?
How do I put it? It's like we're walking through a greenhouse.
An apt description.
But why?
There are no animals.
Oh! Of course!
Wild animals do not normally show themselves to humans, but for there to be no trace of wildlife at all, it's unnatural.
This is in stark contrast to the inlet where we came ashore. There, I heard a number of animals scurry off at our approach, and the water was teeming with fish, just as young Haya said. I don't like his name. I don't know, Haya is annoying to say for some reason. Like, I need some other letter to be there, like Hayato, Hayate, Haya. I don't know other Japanese names that have something before or after Haya. Haya. Hayashi? Yeah, Hayashi, any of those. Just having Haya, though, it's wrong. It feels wrong. Maybe it's an old thing. We've only come a few kilometers inland and yet. But the trees are fine, so why?
I don't know. Perhaps they are affected by in some way. It's hard to tell in this light.
An area where life is unnaturally abundant, and right next door, one of widespread decay. What is causing this imbalance? Oh, it's like really dead. Like dead dead. She was right to wonder about the trees. After several more minutes of walking, we reached the epicenter of the anomaly.
What in the...
A barren field spread before us. A blasted wasteland devoid of life. Even the hardy weeds are yellow and crumbling, and not a single ant can be seen. Say nothing of large animals. Soil, too, has lost its vitality. Small quantity I scoop up in my hands instantly turns to dry, choking dust. Well, this ain't good. This is...
Yes.
I don't know what Rokunana's doing. But they're definitely doing something. Alright, Ayane, I know you think that sounded really cool, but like... No, duh! Really? Really? You put your entire person into saying that. And that's what you say. Something's wrong. As Ichijo mutters darkly behind me, my thoughts run down a slightly different path. A shogunate research project. If that's all this is, then we'll be lucky. Well, not lucky. In any case, the question is, what do you think? I direct a silent question at Muramasa, who is hidden nearby. Well, it's just speculation.
Fine.
I suppose the right gravity field might be able to cause this. There's a lot I don't understand about Mother's power. Kai-sama.
Any sign of them?
Not here, at least.
Nothing.
Nothing. So far, we have scanned only a small section of the island. As Muramasa said, it's too early to do any more than speculate. Still, my gut tells me to remain wary.
Ichijo.
Yes?
Can you see what that is? There, out in the open field.
Is this like Dora the Explorer? Can you see what's in the open field? We're just like staring at the screen. Can you see? Can you see what's in the... Can you see what's in the open field? No.
Isn't there something in the ground?
Is there? What could it be? I'll go take a look.
Wait. There's no cover. A patrol might spot you. Can you see from here?
Oh. If only we had Kanae! It's like there's a ditch or something.
That's all I can make out too. Strange. It looks almost like something crashed there. Something huge and heavy.
Monster?
Yes.
I saw a silver monster. I recall that line that brought me to this place. The line that read like something from a science fiction novel. What initially felt like a baseless rumor now has an ominous ring of truth. I still have no clue as to what we were facing. Is Ginseigo here? Is one of her infected? Or is one of her infected? What is Dokunana doing? Does this secret weapon of theirs exist? No answers. However, there is something here. That at least is now beyond doubt. And then we're gonna head home. Ooh! Oh, what should he sound like? Alright, that is it. 1, 2, 6-pack? 6-pack. Got a 6-pack. He must be dehydrating himself to the max. There's no other way to look like that. Hmm. He can talk like a dude bro too. Well, what's going on? The disposal team is reporting that they've started effing corpses. Eat them. Tell them it's cool. No, nothing like that. Kids these days need to learn to recycle. I could teach them a thing or two. Well, they've captured some intruders. Oh, worm meat? Who are they, spies? Wait, forget it. I don't give a shit. Just toss them in with the rest of the fuel. Shouldn't we question them? Why? Same thing's gonna happen, even if it's just a case of wrong place, wrong time. Is it an 8-pack? I was wondering if those ones at the top counted or not. I wasn't sure. Can we count his pecs too? Like, we might as well just keep counting. We might as well just keep going up. That's true, but... So, why make more work? I don't wanna have to read the reports. More than 3 lines and I start getting the urge to set something on fire, you feel me? Alright, Chief. I'll tell them to take care of it. Cool. No, wait a damn minute. Why is the trash crew finding intruders? What happened to the patrol? Well, the dumping area has always been low security. Uh-oh. And why is that? The guards are afraid to go near. They say they've seen ghosts and such. Is that supposed to be some kind of super high-level joke? It's way too deep for me. I'm afraid it's true. Or at least they've convinced themselves it is. I mean, they know we're dumping what we're dumping there. Those stupid pricks. You tell them the next time something like this happens, they're all going into the fuel. I don't like that humans are in fuel. I don't like that. Yes, Chief. This time, we'll just do the captain. Oh no. Take care of him. Oh no. Understood. Oh no! Ah, what a pain in the butt. Damn, F it. She, son of a biatch. Okay, that helped. Guess I'll get some work done. Hey, get the batteries ready. 1 block should do it. Let's see how my old lady's feeling tonight. What? What does that mean? Wait, batteries? 1 block for the old ladies? Yes, Chief. What? That's not good. Today the beach is cool, positively frigid. After yesterday's heat, it is far from warmer than it should be, at least this time of year. But at least we found some use for our regular clothes. Resigned sighs have been the locals' reaction to this abrupt fluctuation in temperature. I was able to glean from some of them that such occurrences have been frequent ever since Enoshima's abnormalities began to manifest. Well, we're on standby until nightfall.
That's right.
Ichijo and I are alone on the beach. We will not return to the island looming before us until tonight. Normally, that would leave the day to gather intelligence. But with the tourists fled from the sudden cold and the shops built to serve them dark and empty, there is little prospect for new information. I hate the way it's time, but we're left with no choice. All we can do is wait patiently for night to come. It's sad.
Oh.
Yes.
I look around, knowing that Ichijo does not mean the fact that we have to wait. He's talking about the state of Katase. By all rights, a small flotilla of fishing boats should be out there on the water, racing to haul in the catch of the day before the hot sun reaches its peak. Instead, the boats are laid up on the sand, and the crews stand idle. And their crews stand idle, faces grim. This is the truth of Katase. The lively atmosphere of yesterday was temporary, brought from the outsiders by those who knew nothing of this place or its plight. Enoshima's beauty is no more, and now, even Katase is slowly following it into ruin. There's no need to ask who's to blame. Tokunana! Ichijo's soft growl reaches my ear. It prompts me to speak. It's not the first time I have heard it. I have heard in her voice the harsh tones of malice straining at its leash.
Ichijo.
Yes?
Do you hate Nokunana?
She seems to hesitate, though likely only because my question surprised her. I have little doubt the answer comes to her readily. Yes, I hate them. I mean, they're wrong. There's no refuting her guileless statement. Indeed, Nokunana's tyranny is wrong. Tyranny? With that spelling, T-Y-R-E. Actually, you know what? I forget spelling. Is tyranny and tyranny, are they spelled differently? No, I'm not sure. I can make the case that no government in the history of the world has been without its share of skeletons in the closet, or that dictatorship is better than anarchy, or even that it is necessary with the Western powers looming over Yamato. Nokunana is not without argument in its favor. But what defense would clever apologies offer against her accusations, as sharp as a needle and unbending as an oak? Are oaks unbending? I gotta read up on trees. But try as one may, there's no denying that they have done and are still doing wrong. One needs only look at the ruins of Osaka to know that beyond a doubt. And so, any attempt to justify their wrongdoings is merely a balm against one shame, the shame of being helpless to challenge those wrongs in the open. Ichijo refuses to seek solace in excuse, choosing instead to acknowledge only her enemy's evil, but also the undeniable truth of her own impotence. Her will is strong, unusually so.
You are no match for Nokunana, Ichijo.
I know.
Will you hate them all the same?
Yes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know I'm weak, and I hate it. That's why I want the strength to fight. But even if I never find that strength, I'll keep hating Nokunana. I may be weak, but they're wrong. I'll condemn them for that no matter what, even if I can't lift a finger against them. I must fight, therefore I shall. To reach this conclusion does not require one to consider the possibility of success. Probability? Was that probability? I've heard those words before. Proud, arrogant words spoken by a man who had no right to speak them.
I see. So, you will fight Nokunana, even though you lack the power?
Yes.
I'm the same. My enemy's strength far surpasses mine, to a degree that makes comparison absurd. And yet, I must fight.
You mean Kinseigo?
Yes.
I can't believe it, honestly. It doesn't seem possible that someone could be so much stronger than you. I mean, he's like struggled on like every fight. Like, yeah, he wins, but he's struggling on every fight.
It's true. I've no use for false modesty. And all the times I have managed to engage Kinseigo in the past, never once have I so much as scratched her armor.
That's not fair.
Yet still, I will fight. The absence of power is not an excuse to flee unnecessary battle. Indeed, no such excuse exists. Not if the battle is truly necessary. You must acquire the strength to defeat your enemies or die trying.
I know.
Ichijo.
I look into her eyes as ever. Her gaze is as sharp as glass and as fragile.
Perhaps you and I are similar in this, if nothing else.
An urge takes me and I speak a sort of prophecy.
One day, you will gain the power you seek.
Seems like pretty general advice.
When that power comes, I hope that it is worthy of one as true and righteous as you.
Nighttime now? Oh, no. Still daytime. We're just not talking serious no more. Oh yeah, I did see that. The first 2 episodes are gonna air at Anime Expo. I was like, woo, I guess. Which is weird, because didn't they announce it on their Japanese page? Like, poor Japanese people. Although, I guess they probably won't care. Or if they did care, then they would just get a ticket. That's what they do. That's what they do. Like, only the biggest of fans will go there. But then they'll learn the Anime Expo is very bad at ticketing, and they might just not get a ticket in. Maybe they'll learn! Why is this so behind? So where is our music? Give me back music! Wait, I didn't read that. Right? Wait, is there music and I just can't hear it? Did my headphones die again? Wait. No, okay, yeah, there's just no background music. On the way back to our lodging, I overheard some locals talking. Another family has gone missing. This time, oh, it's the Haya kids. Oh. No! Oh. Stop! This is the shogunate facility. Even GHQ can't enter without permission. Stop me. Wait, I said stop! Wait! Keep your filthy hands off me, savage. Is he gonna save the kids? Chief! What the heck is going on here? Did everyone go nuts and start an orgy or something? What is his problem? Let me in on the action! Oh, Chief, the GHQ officer is here demanding to see our research! What the? This simplifies things. If the mage is too impatient to let me handle it, I guess I'm free to do as I please. Gonna be like the final boss. I bet you that's a wig. Ooh. Master, there's a call from Enoshima. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, I don't like that he has young girls as servants. Oh, I was starting to worry. Hey, anyone there, General?
Chief, it's been some time. I'm glad to hear you in such high spirits. How goes the research? Screw that, sir! Those GHQ nuggets are all up in my shoes. What the heck is going on? Dude, look, you can like see the dimples on his teeth. That's insane. Wait, also now thinking about the rare thing, does that mean that they'll at least give us a release? Wait, do we have a release date? Do we know when Rayoth is coming out yet? Do I just not remember? Have I just forgotten the release date? Because if not, then maybe they'll announce it at AX. Let's see. Hand over my research? No way! Like, I'm gonna let, you stick your limp D in my old lady. Wait. Does he refer to his research as his lady? You white boys may have the size, but you got no power, you know what I'm saying? Wait, it's apparently October. Naruhodo. We do have a month. And we're getting fed so well. I mean, there's no guarantee that the Rayoth remake will be good. Or like that the Votoms remake, or I guess new Votoms will be good. There's no guarantee that all this new mecha stuff will be good. But at least I have food. I am not starved. I will eat food even if it's not the best. I will happily eat it. No way my girl's coming like that. No white pig guy is gonna satisfy her. What is happening? Bro, what are you even talking about anymore? You get me, right, General? I'm afraid not. Send the cavalry! These guys aren't listening to me. They need more holes I can't ram a rod of mine into. I'll hold them with my men as long as I can. So send help! Alright, what is his deal? Talk like a normal person, for heck's sake. Sorcerer, stabber, orphans. What is that? I have not heard of that. Nope, we are still on our first route. Well, unfortunate. That's not an option. Excuse me? We can't risk an incident with the Westerns, Chief. I sympathize with you, with your distress. But I have to consider the big picture. Hey! Wait a goddamn minute, Baldy! I'm afraid you'll have to bite the bullet, as it were, and acquiesce to their demands. Remember the patient of Bohid Haram. Bohid Harma, who spent 9 years gazing at a wall in order to gain admittance to the temple. Now is the time to follow his example. Are you out of your mind? Is that giant member? You call a skull completely empty? You need my research. A terrible price indeed, but one that must be paid. You ain't the one paying! Oh, she's cute. She's very, very cute. About a mage and biker getup. Oh! I do like the premise. Master, shall I prepare tea? A splendid suggestion. By the way, Yoshiko. Wait, Yoshikyo. Yoshikyo. Yes, Master. Today's a fine day, is it not? Yes, Master. The air is clear and most refreshing.
Chief.
Young upon me. That bald... I can't even think of a word. That bald mofo hung up on me. Are you the one in charge of this cesspit? Mofo!
Oh, they're gonna fight. Fight! 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 Fight!
Oh, we don't get to see it. We get to see the aftermath.
At nightfall, we set out for Enoshima. This time, there are no difficulties, and we are able to begin our research just after midnight. After midnight! We proceed through the gloom. The deep shadows seeming somehow more sinister than before. I find myself naturally assuming a slow, careful pace.
First, let's head to the field from last night.
You mean where we saw those weird tracks?
Yes. After that, we'll scout the facility.
Wouldn't it be faster to go there first? Our line of thinking is clear. The research facility is likely at the center of whatever's happening. But then, the two courses are not mutually exclusive.
The field is on the way. It shouldn't take long. We may learn something of use.
Oh, right. Got it. The so-called fish hatchery is situated slightly west of the center of the island. At least according to the Rokunana map we have procured. If the map turns out to be false, then we will have to find it ourselves. It therefore makes sense to begin with the anomaly of whose location we were certain. It may provide useful intel. That said, time is still our primary objective. Obstacle, not objective. Primary obstacle. We need to reach our target as quickly as prudence allows. So, I feed some spirit into my flagging legs and pick up the pace. Zoom. Before long, we come to the blasted field. A strange furrows at its center. As before, no living thing is in sight. What's the plan?
We go for it.
God, wait, this is behind again. There's no way I'm like missing. Backlog. Not taking my inputs over from the laptop. I think so. Yeah. Huh. I don't know why the laptop's just... But both of my keyboards just like to decide not to take my button inputs. I'm definitely pressing it, Dornitz. You gotta believe me. Right, okay, there we go. We are now caught up.
Muramasa.
Here.
Does an infrared scan of the area. Do an infrared scan of the area. Check for life signs.
Scanning. That's the secret birthday surprise that all of my electronics die. I don't think I like this birthday surprise. I think I'll stick with the birthday breakfast. Thank you very much. There's nothing out there. I mean, really, nothing. Not even a mouse. Ah, it's Christmas.
I see.
So the disturbing scene of emptiness we've been feeling was right on the mark. Nothing lives in this place. Desolation of this degree can't be explained by the unnatural heat and rapid climate shifts alone. There must be something else at work here. Sir?
There's no one in the vicinity. Let's comb the area. Be as quick as you...
Mido! Muramasa's Kinchoujo cuts me off. As clear a warning as I've ever heard. I throw up a hand to hold Ichijo back.
Muramasa. What the?
High temperature contact. What in the world?
Muramasa?
High temperature? Musha? Extremely high. Extremely high temperature contact. Something's coming.
Where?
From below. It's like, it's totally a... It's absolutely... They've just got like a giant volcano underneath. Underground? The ground at the center of the blast field seems to fall away into nothing. A moment later, it appears, rising from the bowels of the earth, like a fiend from the pits of hell. Get flashbangs, Dornians. Oh. That doesn't look like the same silver, but it's a silver. Right, did we save this? It's okay. Next picture. Kasha, kasha, kasha. Kasha, kasha. I think we're gonna get a zoomed out version, but you never know. You never know. The zoomed in version might be much better. Is that a monster? A monster indeed. How else to describe it? Its skin is dark silver. Its shape barely humanoid. And the size of it reminds me of a beached whale. I can't even begin to guess at the sheer tonnage of its frame. Yet despite its enormity, the thing is floating. Surely this can't be real. My thoughts are an indecipherable jumble. I'm not alone in this. Oh, there we go. Hands? He's a little grabby boy. He's a little grabby boy. I know exactly what the thumbnail will be. I know exactly what the thumbnail is going to be for this week. Just gonna plop my head in there. All nice like, it'll be perfect. It'll be perfect. I could shod the heck out of that boy. What the? I struggle to restart my stalled brain. There's something I have to do. Danger. This isn't a circus show. The prize is a luxury I can't afford. Something I have to do. But what?
Muramasa.
Mido.
Can you tell what that thing is?
It's a tsurugi. Just not the usual kind.
A tsurugi.
I was right. It's a tsurugi. In which case...
Any sign of an egg?
None. It's clean.
So it's not an infected tsurugi. Nor, needless to say, Kinseigo.
Right.
Then the best choice is to withdraw, correct?
Yeah. Think it'll let us go if we ask politely? Just walk away. The behemoth is looking. Where are its eyes? At us. I feel the weight of its gaze. Something is happening here. Something inconvenient. Trouble? My mind is fog, so I wait for it to clear. Though all the while a voice seems to be saying, "There's no time." It's getting caught. No cold. A warm breeze blows past, freezing the core of my body solid. Something is wrong. The wind is taking something from me. This is a weapon!
Muramasa!
Spider threads shriek through the night, stabbing at the silver giant like javelins. Whether they inflict damage, I cannot say. But the strange wind dies in an instant, and freedom returns to my body. I turn to Ichijo and shout, "Run!" I knew it. Well, back to the inlet. No, to Katase. What about you? Go! I roar. There's no time for discussion. I shove Ichijo back in the direction we came. For an instant, our eyes meet. And in hers, I see a longing. I quash the silent plea with a glare. Ichijo bites her quivering lip and turns and takes off running. With the fading footsteps at my back, the only sign of her retreat, I face once more the silver giant. It appears unfazed by Muramasa's attack. That sounded like they just bounced off. Mido.
Where there are demons, I slay them. Where there are saints, I slay them.
And yet you still haven't explained chapter 3 to me yet. I need an explanation for that. You slayed saints. Or you either slayed 2 demons and 1 saint, or 1 demon and 2 saints. So I need some knowledge. I need some information, Mr. Muramasa. If that's even your real name.
Mine is the way of the sword.
Let's begin. Ready. There's no choice. I have to fight. At least until Ichijo has escaped. Oh, he's there, but he's not. My enemy is unlike any I have faced. Or dared to imagine. But so be it. To battle. To battle!
Oh, that's Muramasa. It's a little hard to make out with this field scope. Don't you have any with a higher magnification? Sorry, they're just Yamatoans. I asked you a question. Nope. Nothing, nada. That's the best we've got. I see. I suppose it's acceptable for something made by savages.
Well, there he goes. We all knew it was coming.
I'm praising you. Why, thank you very much, sir. I'm inside myself with glee.
Beside? Wait, pun? よくわかんない.
Poor pun indeed, Chief. Work on it.
Man, that'd be so... I feel like there's not many things that are like harmless but still do that much damage. That's definitely one of them. This is from Akihabara. No, Arabaki. Arahabaki. There we go. It's not from Akihabara. But it looks like it. It's got most of the letters, I think. I believe. Akiba. It's still cold around here. I'm like, I don't know what I should wear tomorrow. It'll be cold. The head throwback portrait is great. Yeah, because you get to see like the dimples of his teeth. It's so funny. Message from Arahabaki. The pilot wants to know how he should handle the unidentified Musha.
Destroy it. Hey, hold your horses. It's still in the testing phase. If necessary, he's to sacrifice his own machine. He is not. I believe I'm currently in charge of this facility. Or do you object?
Hello, Tonkatsu-man, good morning, welcome in. No.
Oh man, I want to get this guy so bad. If a genie granted me 3 wishes, I'd use them all to kill him. Huh? Why couldn't they take a picture of that?
That's mean. Why didn't they let me get a picture of that? That was cool. Minor damage to the left arm. Performance unaffected. Projectile weapons are not generally effective against Musha. They lack the precision and power necessary to down a Tsurugi in flight. However, a proponent of their use may make his case by asking one very simple question. If 1 round isn't enough, then what about 10? 100? In large enough numbers, firearms can possess a threat to Musha. Take, for example, the forest of cannons sprouting from giant Tsurugi armor. A threat undeniable. Ill.
I was sure I'd gotten clear. Was the darkness distorting my... Is the darkness distorting my sense of range?
No. It's because we weren't moving as fast as we should be.
That chill just now.
Yes. The wind sucks the heat right out of your body. Certainly an effective way of dealing with Musha. A Tsurugi requires thermal energy from its pilot to sustain its supernatural powers. A weapon able to drain that energy would indeed be a fast way to down enemy Musha.
So we need to avoid getting caught by it again.
Right. My armor should protect you somewhat, but don't bet your life on it.
Understood.
I fly a wide circle around the target below, skirting its likely field of fire, and take its back. The enemy does not sit still, of course. It keeps with me, trying to keep me in sight, but it's much too slow. You're too fast! Again. And this picture's good too, though. I kind of just want this. We don't need it for any purposes, but we want it. We desire. We gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. The NCGs. I think I did that pretty well. Wait. Hiya! Hiya! Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why Haya is here. So that he can be the official Haya spokesperson. All he does is go, Hiya! And he gets paid oodles! Move that off the screen. I take it back again. And then a third time, as it turns once more. With each turn, I draw closer, as though descending a spiral staircase. Is that a mosquito? I don't think so. But probably with some altercations, you totally could do that. Okay, yeah, we read that. As the range shrinks, enemies bulk, imposing enough of a distance, takes on truly monstrous proportions. I begin to feel like an ant challenging an elephant. But while the proverbial ant was able to fell his elephant with a single bite, swing! I suppose that was too much to hope for. Afraid so. Its armor. Its armor's as thick as yours. Expect from... I can't read. Its armor is as thick as you'd expect from something that size. There we go. Spider versus Elefante. Regret for the loss of Muramasa's Nodachi blooms fresh in my mind. This is precisely the sort of enemy that Massive Blade was designed to defeat.
Slow, but exceedingly durable. Would it have been destined as a point defense platform? A rather bizarre project. Spider-Man and his Musha cord. Noir? Spider Noir? I watched the first episode of Spider Noir and it made me realize, I watched it in color, and it made me realize that it is possible to film a night scene with nice lighting, and they just refuse. Like, I feel like we need to make every single company that is making TV shows and putting them on streaming services, and then also Hathaway. We need them to make everything black and white so they can realize that you can't see anything. We need to give them the grayscale when they realize there's no contrast. There's no contrast, so it sucks to watch. For like other TV shows. But yeah, for Spider Noir, it's so good. It's so good. Like, the colors are super vibrant, but it's just, there was a night scene at the end of episode 1, and like, I could see everything. Or like, maybe not all the time I could see, but like, I could see other stuff. Like, I could see the background was lit. When I didn't see the actual characters, like, full outline, it felt like it was intentional. I just think we need to force every series to have a black and white version as well, so they have to actually think about lighting and positioning and all that. Force them! I watched in color because I didn't want to risk not telling things apart. There's some, I feel like there's some scenes to where it's very obvious, like, oh, this was definitely filmed because they did black and white. Like, I wanna watch it again in black and white. Is it brighter than Nymph Cirque? No. Wait, no, yes. Okay, I was thinking of the wrong question. It's late. Yeah, I remember seeing that and being like, I couldn't see during... Was that a mall? Were they in a mall? I always call it a mall scene, but now I think I confuse someone by calling it that. Okay, so slow but extremely durable. Could it have been designed for a point defense platform? A rather bizarre project. But at least this solves the mystery. Mystery. Tsurugi that size would have consumed a vast quantity of steel. And there were likely test models that came before. If the waste from all the smelting was dumped into the sea, the resultant rise in temperature might well explain the regional dramatic climate shifts. Does it work like that? I'm not sure. I do think big companies are the blame for everything. But in this one in particular, the shopping arcade mall thing. Yeah. That scene was so dark. I think Cage with Spider-Man part is just... I knew about Noir, but I'd only seen images of it with him and his mask on. Like, and then I find out that it's Nicolas Cage. Like, of course I'm gonna watch. I see what you mean. Even in my day, we had trouble dealing with the runoff. There were stories of whole lakes drying up because of Smith stumping their waste. It's a series, so there's multiple episodes. They're like 47 each. 47 minutes. Perfect for lunch. Perfect for lunch.
And then there's this heat greening wind. Repeated testing of that weapon is likely what devastated this island's ecosystem. Though that doesn't explain the profusion of life near the inlet. Whatever the case, their research isn't worth the cost. Weapons go obsolete in a matter of years. It can take decades for nature to restore itself. Oh, you man. He's an environmentalist! Wow. Wowie! I agree. However, it might not be as new as you think.
You mean?
Is it a Shin Uchi? The exterior of modern makes... the exteriors of modern make, obviously. But the core is centuries old. It's a Shin Uchi. A giant Shin Uchi. I see. During the war, Yamato's leaders were obsessed with building large, more heavy-armed warships. There was also talk of forging colossal tsurugi, but they were unable to overcome the many technical difficulties before hostilities ended. It makes sense that this giant predates that effort.
Have you heard of anything like this?
In legends, Utsu no Mitama, for example, said to be sealed on Kashima Island, or Karakuni's Heaven Reliant and Dragon Slayer. Wait, what? In the legends, Utsu no Mitama, for example, is said to be sealed on Kashima Island, or Kaburaki's Heaven Reliant and Dragon Slayer. Huh. I'm guessing those like could be item names? And that wind, I'm pretty sure it's a shinogi. Oh, like that's their superpowers, man. My brain is just definitely off right now. Wonder if the fight will end soon? I feel like not. Only Tsurugi's forged by the ancient methods. Within those Shingane resides the soul of a smith. Wait. We might have to stop. Only Tsurugi forged by the ancient methods within those Shingane reside the soul of a smith are able to wield shinogi. If Muramasa is right, then it must be a Shin Uchi. Javis! He can't read. He's lost the ability to read Dornians. It's all over.
But if that is true...
And beneath this monster's thick hide is a second layer of armor, one infused with the wisdom of the ancients. Oh, the flashing lights warning! Come on! Actually, I think they do say that at the beginning, now that I think about it.
I see no hope of breaking through.
Unfortunately, I agree. We just don't have the steel. Are we gonna back out? Can we dip? Muramasa's deflated tone echoes my thoughts. Not enough steel indeed. Each strike we have landed on the enemy thus far has done nothing but rattle my bones. The difference in mass is simply too great. What do we do?
Possible, I would prefer to withdraw. However...
Can't we? I think you've bought enough time.
Something is bothering me. The enemy was clearly prepared for our arrival.
The time it took for this behemoth to engage us was far too short for the encounter to have been a coincidence. And then there's the absence of other enemy forces. If we were unexpected, there would be dragoons swarming out to greet us. What does this mean? It seems the Commissioner's fears were right on the mark. This entire scenario was designed to entrap us. The why or by whom, I can't say. So running might put us in an even worse position.
That is likely. And also, there are the vanished children to think about. Now that young Haya himself has disappeared, it's clear that we're dealing with more than a spurt of runaways, as he believed.
Who's he? Wait, who's he? Maybe I don't know.
The island must be involved somehow. We must free it from Rokunana's control if we're to have any hope of saving them.
Free the island. You know what that means, right? Destroying that thing. Wait. Ah, shoot! Then it seems we have our course. For all our reason and all our logic, we have arrived at the most absurd proposition. Goes to show how desperate our situation truly is. Do we have a picture like this? I feel like this is different. Oh, we had one that was like zoomed in. Well, not like zoomed in. It was a different angle. Wait, no, not angle. It was like moved to the left. That's what it was. Love it. Love it. Tabiche. For all our reasoning and all our logic, we have arrived at the most absurd of propositions. This goes to show how desperate our situation truly is. But we are no strangers to desperate situations. Understood. There's only one thing to do. Use my shinogi.
The railgun.
Yes. Whether modern toy or ancient treasure, nothing can resist my ultimate strike. You have my word, Mido. So I imagine that Muramasa is anxious to repair her wounded pride. I know better than to assume her confidence false. The speed and power of Muramasa's railgun are enough to shatter any defense, even the walls of steel looming before us. It'll be risky to use in my weakened state. A single collapse in concentration could see us torn apart by the very forces we've summoned. Then, the danger is always present. No need to fear it now. If there is something to fear, it's...
No.
Why?
The enemy is Tsurugi. That means it's manned. The railgun is too powerful. I can't guarantee the life of the pilot.
Well, at least he's trying not to kill anybody now. Ha! If I knew where in that massive frame the cockpit is located, I could work around it. As is, however, I would be entrusting the pilot's fate to luck. That would not be a problem if the target were an infected Musha. I decided years ago to kill them without hesitation or mercy, simply because there is no other way to prevent Ginseigo from multiplying. But that is not the case now. I cannot kill this enemy. Yes, he has his sins to pay for. The machine is likely responsible for both the environmental devastation and the disappearance of local town people. But that is no reason to believe that I, of all people, have the right to punish him. That right belongs to the courts, as defined under the law. My role is to bring the offender to trial, nothing more. Some might argue that vigilantism is necessary in order to punish those who are above the law. Okay, my imagination. Like Dokunana. I am a police officer. If only a deputy and not a terrorist. Police exist to serve the judiciary. For an officer to take the law into his own hands and commit murder would be... Yeah, you can't really say that, buddy. Unforgivable. Then what do we do? How do we defeat this monster without our ultimate weapon? Even if it's possible, my brain needs time to devise a solution. Time that the enemy does not intend to give me. What is this? What is that? A new cannon swivels toward us, like a hungry snake tracking its prey. Its barrel is short and slender, a far cry from the imposing bulk of the Gatling guns that have chased us across the sky. And yet... Huh? Is it... Kinchojo? The moment it sets its sights upon us, my skin surges with terror. Evasive action! And that is... Since you seem to have poor memory, Chief, let me remind you that you have a duty to answer my Dragon's Breath, okay? You probably know it as Vibro Cannon. Vibro Cannon, yes. I've heard that name. If I recall correctly, it uses a Crux's Metal Echo as a weapon. Yeah. You know how your armor vibrates when you receive a transmission from another Musha? Well, someone had the bright idea to turn that into a weapon. We proved that if you focus an eye-hole to frequency, Kinjo, Metal Echo, at the enemy, you can heat his armor until it literally melts. That, right there, is proof of concept. Dragon's Breath, you call it. Wrong place. Dragon's Breath, you call it. Not bad, I must say. Similar research was being conducted by Allied forces, but we determined that the cannon would be too large and required too much energy to mount on a mobile weapon platform. But you've solved that problem by enlarging the platform rather than miniaturizing the weapon. Splendidly crude idea, sort of which only a primitive mind could conceive. It would have been laughed off in a civil circle. Man, I really don't like him. I really don't like this guy. You try to refrain from public displays of gratitude. That sounded like Grateful Scream. Forgive me for my lack of concern for the communication practices of the savage, by the way. I want to go home. Just zone out and pretend like I'm... Okay. Oh, is that a shooting star? Please, please, please get rid of him. Come on, just do me one little favor. How is... that thing is a Tsurugi, is it not? How did you forward something so absurdly massive? I never heard of anything remotely like that. Can't help you there. We added the outer shell and slapped on some guns, but the original design wasn't ours. Oh. There's a cave at the southwest corner of the island. Legend says if you take... it'll take you all the way to Fuji, or that the gods use it to travel underground. 8 years ago, some archaeologists or whatever found it to be deep inside local stories. Deep inside. Local stories go back a lot further than that. They call it Omiutsushi. Heck, if I know what it means. Ask the locals and you'll get a million different answers. When we checked it out, we discovered it was hundreds, maybe thousands of years old. Someone forged it for an armor musha.
swear everyone collectively crapped their pants. Let me tell you.
Literally, too. Pants were very dirty that day.
No one ever imagined you could layer tsurugi one on top of another like that. Anyways, Nokunana claimed the find and started research, hoping it'd lead to improvements in dragoon armor.
The voice you're using is straight from Dynasty Warrior 3? Is it really?
I'm just, you know, I've got the heart of a 90s anime dub, I feel like, in my brain. I feel like, in my heart of hearts, I was meant to dub 90s and early 2000s anime.
And video games!
But one could manage, but no one could figure out how it was made. So they said, F it, we'll just use this one. And there you have it, the whole story. I see. You explained enough. Glad to hear it. In other words, you know absolutely nothing. Thank you, Chief. You've managed to waste a full minute of my time with your prattling.
Oh, that's a new one. Imagine 90s and early 2000 Muramasa dub. It'd be peak. It'd be peak!
This guy's a gift who keeps on giving. If there's a record for most pissed off mofos in the earth, I'm about to break it. What is it doing now? Huh? Oh. Wide beam.
Fixer beam? Alright, they switched back to their fight. The fight might be over, but I think we're gonna have to call it for today. I'm very eepy. I'm taking in less and less information. Okay, I think we can save here. Yeah, because that is not a selection. So we will complete the battle next. Let me save over here. Because there's no Muramasa anime. There's a Demon Bane anime, but there's no Muramasa anime. Which is kind of crazy. I guess they couldn't do routes, of course. Maybe it's just too dark? Like, surely they could just do the True Route anime. That's what's gonna be announced at the game show. But golly, I figured it out, Donians. Tomorrow at the game show, they're going to announce that Full Metal Daemon Muramasa is going to get an anime. Yep. Wait, did this save? Okay, is it dead? Title menu. Let's make sure we got a save. Yes. Title menu. I heard Nitro Plus turned down some adaptations. I wonder if they didn't like how the Demon Bane adaptations turned out and they're like, yeah, no. But this is modern day, Dornians. I feel like there's some places out there that can do Muramasa well. Surely. The Bro About was why you'll see Full Metal Daemon Muramasa. It'll happen. Trust. Trust, Dornians. Trust. Thank you, Dornians, for joining me today. For more Muramasa. I'm sorry we had to stop in the middle of the battle. But alas, I must wake up. I I must wake up tomorrow. I don't even know what I'm wearing now that I think about it. Happy birthday, Otsukimi! Yeah, birthday tomorrow. So if you wanna stop by, feel free, I guess. I guess you can stop by if you want. I'll be live for a very long time. It'll be an hour later than normal because once again, pat labor. But other than that, we'll be going. We'll be going and going and going and going. Let's see, anything else? I don't think so. So, birthday tomorrow. And until next time, Dornians, wherever it may be, whenever it may be, if it may be, until then, Atsukimi.